Hi, stream.
Hello.
Hi, stream.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to what was the name of our fucking stream again? Welcome to Janusaar, our normally bi-monthly D&D stream, in which we play Tetris.
Yes.
I'm losing.
Yeah, I'm right.
Or D&D. Today just so happens to be D&D. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody is here at the moment except for Dea, who should be joining us probably later tonight. Maybe after I finish this sentence. No, but that would have been awesome. Anyway, who wants to start us off with a recap?
Man, it feels like several months ago. We ran into the bandit camp. Yes?
Yes. Nathan
Okay.
almost did the no longer being alive thing.
So did,
A few times.
actually, at several points, at least one of us was down to one dice roll. I know at one point Cyrus was literally one dice roll away from death.
Like,
All of
I
them
think
pretty close to
everybody-
dying too.
I think everybody except for, was it Osmond?
That's Ravana.
That's right on.
Azurvana.
And
Yeah.
Osmond.
Staying alive.
Staying alive.
Alive.
Ah.
Staying alive.
Stop it! Copyright.
We only get 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Cleared out the bandit camp, and we tried
Osmond's
to,
looking to kill a bitch.
Yeah, we tried to find the blue dragonborn dude, but he skadoodled out of there. And so Osmond found a piece of paper that he won't let any of us read. And then
No one's asked.
No one's asked.
you right. But so what was it? The
Oh!
only thing we know is that he's a slaver. And he, like Osmond, is now on the warpath. Because he just fucked up for a little bit. And then, Ishal is her name, right?
Yeah, Lady Shaw came back.
Lady Ishal came back with runes that are badass.
Hell yeah, they are!
I think only, Nathan, Sai, and Azravana purchased any.
Yep.
Because Dea was not having it. There wasn't anything for Vola, and Osmond could not give even half a shit.
You were right.
And it doesn't seem like anybody is feeling the safes at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, because,
We all almost tore off Lady Ishal's head when she appeared.
yeah. But then she did fortunes for Nathan and Cyrus, which led to some...
Oh!
Whatever do you mean?
Another crisis.
Whatever do you mean?
Oh my god.
Oh, and then she freaked Day out because she knew about where she came from or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So everyone's sleeping a little uneasy tonight.
Oh, Nathan's not sleeping.
I'm in
But-
a tree, sleeping very well.
Azurvana is fine.
She's fine. She got a new rune. She's having a grand old time.
I think that's where we ended it, though, with that, because we had the two big back-to-back battles, and that took up most of the time.
Alright. So the night passes. Osmond, you just had your fun little conversation with our mutual friend. And you wake up. The sun, surprisingly, has risen like it has every other day. The wind kisses the soft part of your face. And morning comes.
First things first. As soon as I'm awake and I gather my thoughts, I cast Scrying on the blue dragonborn.
Okay. Let me make sure I know like specifics what you find out with that spell. Because isn't it like you see them? Is it like a save they gotta make?
Yeah, it's a save they have to make, and the DC varies depending upon like how well I know them, things I have. But I've met him and I have a piece of paper that belongs to him, so that's a significant deficit to his save.
Oh, I see. So the modifier. Okay, so
Yeah, so the original save is a 17.
no, nat 1.
Oh.
First roll of the night, everybody. You like sit upright out of bed, and the first thing you do is like you concentrate, like bolt upright, eyes shut. You see him having met up with a wizard that you remember having confused in a battle prior. They seemed to have met somewhere in the woods, and you see them making their way through a mountain path.
Still heading kind of towards Scythia-ish.
Kind of north. You see a few trees, so you can glean that it might be in the area of the Copperwood, kind of north in the direction of Corwin.
Let me pull up the map. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's hella far from us. All right.
In the direction. So, like, the mountains, like, started. He's not, like, in full mountains, because he's like, in the in-between. You know what I mean? Like, coming upon the main mountain range.
The mountain range before Corwin, is that what you're saying?
Before.
Okay.
So, like, the same one Saberhagen is attached to.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
So, I'm going to also cast Scrying
Okay.
on my mother.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, I don't imagine. You don't have to make a. She doesn't make a save for that because. You see her in a meeting actually. The others of the village have never actually taken very. They haven't treated her like family, but they haven't ostracized her either. Probably something to do with your father. You see her on the meeting with a bunch of leaders of the village. You see weapons, and you see a big map on the table of the area surrounding. That's all you can really glean. They're talking back and forth. She seems to get pretty heated.
Sounds about right. Am I able to see the map at all?
Not. I mean, it's just the the village surroundings. So they're making like a battle plan. It seems for like defense.
Okay. Cool.
Anyone else want to cast Scrying today?
I was gonna say just hold your horses because that's gonna get cast like every day for a couple days. I got a whole list.
So, question. So, like, do we? I mean, you sent us a thing about how the runes work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so can I like spend some time attuning?
Yeah.
My glyphs. Fuck yes.
We can say you did that during the night when you got them.
Cool.
Those items
Do I
do count
do
as
that?
magical. Yes, you can. If you read the directions, so it has to be onto a magic item that you own, and the magic item will become an attunement item.
So it has to be a magical item.
Has to be a magic item.
Fuck. I only have one magical item. Shit.
And that item will become attuned, and I believe there is a limit of 3 items you can attune. Is it 3? Yeah, okay, cool. The other DM just like nodded at me. That's awesome. Thank you for the reassurance.
Shit. And the one magical item I have that might fuck with the magical thing. So never mind, I can't attune any of them to anything. Never mind.
What happens today? You're right. For the moment, you have Fort Duncan to yourselves.
I'll probably just kind of wordlessly just go and collect, like, scoop 1,000 gold into my bag of holding.
Yes.
So down in the treasure
Just, like,
room,
split up the rest. rest of it.
Down in the treasure room, you see still a remainder of 80,000 gold pieces.
Well, there were 80,000, and then
There
took
was around.
24,000.
You guys,
Okay.
I did the math that I did because I had the amount that was actually in there. It was much more than what I said. There is about 80,000 left now.
Oh, okay.
Also, while I'm down there, I want to do a quick detect magic to see if I pick up any cool stuff.
Any cool stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in the treasure room, in one of the boxes, you see a pair of boots. They seem to have a magical aura around them.
Okay. Is that the only thing I'm getting from the
That is
treasure room?
the only magical thing. Whenever the Dragonborn left, he must have taken all the magic items with him.
Okay.
That's probably how we got so far in one night.
I'll take a second to identify it.
Found boots of haste.
Okay. I'll stick those in the bag of holding too for now. And you said there's 80,000?
80,000. 80,000.
Okay, so I'll scoop 2,000 gold into the bag of holding instead.
I'm probably gonna head down following Osben. And while I'm in there, about how much gold do you think I would be able to nab?
However much, because you don't have a bag of holding, do you?
No, I don't.
So it would be... What are the rules for strength again?
Because I don't really have anything.
We'll say between and all the pouches you have in your bag, you probably could fit 2,000 on your person.
Okay.
That'd be filling you up kind of to capacity, but
yeah, that's fine.
actually no, 1,000. 1,000.
1,000?
Sorry.
That's fine. And then I'm gonna just say to Osben, are you guys wanting to stay here?
Do you mean when you say here, are you referencing Fort Duncan? Just
Yeah.
okay. We have other business to attend to, and I think, at least for the goals I have in mind, haste is required.
Alright. So, okay, so what's the heading?
Question, did we still have, there was still that, foglit super creature or whatever, wasn't there?
The Ignis Fatus.
Mm-hmm.
Closer, where Witch Run is. It's the entrance of Saberhagen.
Okay.
Yeah, we were sort of asked to take care of that.
Well, if you recall, the king asked us to take care of the fog-lit creature. If we are continuing with that plan, we aren't contractually obligated to it, and I suggest we do it quickly. I would like to get out of here as fast as I can, and then make a bearing towards Scythia.
Yeah. Right, let's get the foglet done with. I mean, if we're looking for a base of operations, this is as good a place as any if they decide to leave it to us. If not, then...
I have a feeling that they're going to take it for use in taking back Saberhagen.
Right. Well...
What else are Hannah doing?
She's gonna go scoop up that gold.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just checked. She's scooping.
Yeah.
Sorry,
pretty
what were you saying, Nathan?
I was just asking Osman, how are you doing? might seem like a dumb question at this point, but
Well, there's a lot of ways I could answer that question. Suppose the most prominent emotion is anger, frustration.
yeah, I can understand that.
I don't know. I'd just like to get out of here and head towards Scythia as fast as possible. That is where I think our dragonborn friend is heading.
Fair enough. And so, after that, what are we thinking?
I don't know. If all goes well, then I won't have to worry about my parents anymore after that. And I kind of pull out the note and hand it to Nathan. Let him read it.
We'll read it.
Oh
Oh no.
Have to dig through old notes.
Taking the gold.
Just taking the gold. You scooping?
Yeah, I don't know how much I can have.
Probably about 1,000 as well, with your various bags and purses. You have a lot of purses.
She got pouches.
Dolce and Gabbana. Sai, what's going on?
I'm actually not getting up to get the gold. I'm just waking up, doing some stretches. Probably a rough night.
Vona?
Bola is going to wake up. Bola's gonna wake up and probably, she's probably gonna find something to eat and do some drawing, climb out of her tree.
Okay. Usual stuff.
The usual.
But yeah, just waiting on everybody else, seeing what the plan is.
Sorry, I am not a fast reader.
It's all good.
What's Dea doing right now?
Yeah,
Well,
let's do
I will
it,
have
actually.
you know, Dea is sleeping in right now.
Fair enough.
No, Dea's gotten up. She saw that you guys were doing things. She's giving you some space, Osmond, having seen the things that happened last night.
Sure.
And she's saying a little prayer. She's reading her book. Kind of just giving you space.
So I'm gonna
She
turn
is-
to husband.
She is there if you want to talk to her.
Why would you open yourself up to that?
Just saying.
Don't do it to the DM. It's the worst thing.
So I'm gonna turn to Osmond and say, any idea about the mutual acquaintance?
Not quite sure, actually.
Cool. Shit. Well, I wish you luck, man.
Thanks. I'll need it.
Well, I'm gonna go make sure that everyone's doing alright. Don't lose hope. And I head up.
You head up and you step over the bodies, like the remains that were left behind, in spite of you dragging Azravana having dragged corpses out for new little experiments,
Right?
Having a good time.
having a grand old time, looking like a child who just got a new set of blocks.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Only with the bandit corpses, though.
Only with bandit corpses.
Once Nathan's up there, I'll ask him, hey, yo, where's Osmond? I thought he'd want to get out of here and chase after the dragonborn.
He's
Like, ASAP.
He's getting some stuff ready. I mean, There's a lot of stuff going on in his head.
Alright. I'm ready to leave whenever.
Cool. Vola, are you like in the courtyard or are you still in your tree?
At this point, I'm probably in the courtyard.
Okay.
Looking around, drawing.
Yeah, I'm probably just like doing some like little sketches so I can plan out like a bigger art piece based on our battles and stuff of the past couple of days.
Okay. I'm probably just gonna go and sit by her, waiting.
All right.
Also, as a side note, TM, are these the do you have the stats for the boots of haste at all?
I sure
Or-
do, and I totally forgot to send them to you. One
Okay,
moment.
great. I just wanted to look at those and make some decisions.
1 second. Okay. Let me get this for you real quick. Somewhere in my documents. Welcome to episode 0, everybody.
Guys, check out our merch. Check out our merch in the store.
If we had any
If we had a store.
or
Yeah,
merch,
A shout out to our sponsor.
your mom,
What was our sponsor?
zombie moms.
Zombie Moms. Yes. Our
That's not our sponsor. That's
No,
our
that's
merch,
the
because I made Zombie Mom. Our sponsor is my company,
Yeah.
of which I'm working on the business plan for right now.
Alrighty. So now that everyone has all that.
Okay. So eventually, I will come back up.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who to give these to.
How
Okay,
about we just like throw them in the lions pit and watch people like kill each other for them? Yeah.
So I'll come up and I'll find Vola. I'll pull the boots out of my bag and I'll just put them down at her feet. I think these will be useful to you. They assist in your quickness in battle.
Oh. Then should I not use the boots that I'm wearing? Because you said these ones make me quiet.
That's right. You have those ones on too.
boots on boots.
These are your
Would it
socks.
work if I wore one of each?
No.
Jay's on my feet.
Just like hard
It's-
no.
It's like Team
entirely
Fortress
up to
2,
you.
but with boots instead of hats.
Sure.
It's entirely up to you. If you prefer to be quiet, you can keep the boots you have, but
I'll keep the ones I have so that you guys don't die when I trip.
sure.
Can I just, okay, so this is not Vola, this is me. So you were like, sure. And I'm just like, sure. Like, snap formation.
The fuck you mean, sure?
Osmond's just not in a good mood right now, so it's just a sure, why not?
So Cyrus walked. There you are, Osmond. You ready to get going? Chase after that dragonborn?
So,
Well, me and Nathan were discussing down below. The king mentioned that there was the foglet plaguing forest near Saberhagen. So as much as I'd like to chase the dragonborn, first I want to get the consent of the group as to whether or not we want to go for that first.
I don't know. You seem pretty gung ho on this dragonborn thing. I mean, do we have to go after the foglet?
I believe this will take us all the way up to Scythia, so I don't know when the next chance we'd get to be down here would be.
We could not hear that.
Yeah, I didn't hear you.
No, I was one moment, please.
You can see the
Okay.
gears moving.
Okay. I'll take us up to Scythia, you said?
More than likely.
Alright. I mean... whatever.
If the foglet is something we want to deal with, it should be something we deal with now.
Which one is not marked on that map? It's the two mountains that are just south of Saberhagen that the road goes between. So you know. Hello?
I think we're all thinking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we're all thinking.
Azurvana is staring at a tree.
She likes trees, doesn't she?
There's a reason.
Concern? Okay.
Just a tree. God, what's your problem?
So Nathan's gonna pipe up from the back and say, once we're done with the foglet or whatever we decide to do, once we get back to report to the king, there is something I want to talk with you guys about, but it can wait.
Not ominous.
So are we going
Okay.
after the foglet or not?
I think if we go after the foglet, we're gonna lose your target. I've never seen you that gung-ho or that, like, determined to bring down anybody. I kind of want to see where this goes.
Right. It's not like we have a need for the money anymore.
Dea pipes up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Having heard all this go down, she just says, but who knows how many people might die with a wild foglet on the loose in that kind of place.
Especially
It's out near Saberhagen, though, right? So, I mean, I feel like
Well, it's still by a road.
people's lives is kind of a moot point over in Saberhagen.
Well, I've been doing some reading. Like she has been. And she brings up the enchantment book she's been reading by N. Flamel. And there's a section about it that talks about the potency of a foglet's, the fog it creates, and how such a substance could be used for enchanting, and how it attracts other foglets to be created in the region. She's like, I'm worried that if we just leave such a thing by itself, that there'll be a bunch of them and this place will get overrun.
And it could also be a detriment to the
And-
king's forces trying to take back Saberhagen.
And we just got rid of the bandits in Fort Duncan.
Unfortunately, I think that the foglet plays a bigger role in the picture of dealing with Eliza. So, my personal vendettas will have to wait.
I mean,
Alright.
I'll go wherever.
Speaking of
It's
Eliza,
yeah.
as Ravana points at the tree she was staring at.
It's a green tree. You look up with your collective sets of eyeballs, and you see a few of the leaves start to fade in color.
Oh, no.
It starts with one, and then a second rather quickly, a third, a fourth.
Are they like just turning brown or
No, they're turning black.
Nathan goes over and am I able to use the rune when it's not attuned to the item?
No. Has to be attuned to an item.
A
If you
magic
have it,
item.
if you have it on a stone, it is stored. If you put it onto a magic item, it is on you, on your person, able to be used.
Cool. Then I'm just gonna take out the fairy spear and start like hacking off the limbs that are blackening.
You do so. It just pops right off. You see you see the curse seems to have stopped. But then you look down and you see the grass. One blade. A second. A third.
Follows those.
We need to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get out of here.
If we've learned anything, it is that this is very hard to stop. And when we try to, we end up killing everybody.
And if these trees are here, Eliza's not far behind, so let's go.
Are they coming like from the direction we need to go to get to the foglet?
From the direction of yeah, like just you look further and you start to inspect some trees. You see a bunch of them infected with just some black leaves here and there, little patches. Like from the direction of like Saberhagen and the road and Valen is where you start to see a lot of the corruption spread.
Okay. And it looks like it's coming from the direction we need to go to face the foglet. So
Well, let's go take care of it.
All right.
let's get this done fast.
Right.
Agreed.
Dea starts like packing up, like just tucking shit away, like ready to go.
And I found this set of boots. Vola didn't want them. I don't really want them.
Can I take a look at them?
Sure.
They're in the chat.
Yeah, it's there. Ooh.
Just a note: if an item already requires attunement, you can still put the rune in.
Or. Ooh. Well, if do I know anything like about these, or are these just like cool boots to me?
Well, I imagine not.
Well, they're magic, right? So. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if there's no objection, I wouldn't mind taking these boots, but if anyone else wants them,
No.
going once, going
All
twice.
yours.
Am I?
The smug look on your fucking face. They're mine.
I'm so excited.
They're mine. All right. What's next?
How far away would it be, like travel, to get to the general area?
Less than a day. Like
Less
than half a day. It's not that far.
Okay, so we wouldn't. So there'd be no like long rest or anything. Okay.
No, there wouldn't be a long rest in between there.
Okay.
Could I like put them on now and attune as we walk, or do I have to attune to them before I put them on?
As you walk is fine, I think. You'll look
Cool,
a little
I'm gonna
funny
do that.
doing it, but you can.
I don't care.
Like
I'm gonna do it.
Feet waddling.
Yeah.
It's like I think they're like really massive and like oversized,
Yeah, and they have to just like shrink.
and they're just like slowly shrinking.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Any objections, Vola Azravana?
I'm good.
Nope.
Nope. You bringing your posse with you or nah?
Of course I'm bringing my posse.
And you have 4 skeletons now, right?
Yes.
Alrighty. Anything else you guys want to do here at Fort Duncan? Now that you've fucking raided it? Alright. Who is leading the charge? Who's the navigator here?
Nathan.
Nathan?
Oh, I will also just on the way cast sending to one of the higher guards or whatever of the King's Court and just tell them that the fort's clear and we're moving on to the foglet.
Understood. Nothing more. Nathan, you start, you lead the charge. It starts to become rapidly alarming How many trees have fallen completely under the sway of the curse?
And I'm guessing it's bringing back memories.
Yeah, just a couple. Because just a few minutes walk in one direction towards in the way you need to go, you just see there trees that are fully turned. This curse is spreading very, very quickly. And you haven't seen it spread to normal trees before, you've just seen them grow. So now you know it can spread.
Nathan's got like a white knuckle grip on his spear.
You make your way towards Witch Run, and the land starts to get a little bit hilly, and then you see a sharp incline up the mountain that you need to go into.
Alright. Anybody want to stop now, or are we heading up?
Let's go.
Heading up the mountain.
Oop.
Oop. You start up the mountain. You have to actually climb some of it. Instead of, it's not just like a slope right into the cave like the Minotaur cave was. This is different. It actually has some height to it. It's a little bit of verticality, and you stop, and if you look in just the right way and you look just past some of the trees, you can see Saberhagen in flames, in ruins, with a lot of movement that you cannot really identify. About all I can pick up from here. It takes some time, but you do find an opening to one of the caves on the side. Not super wide, a little pretty inconspicuous. If you hadn't gotten directions to here, you would have missed it. But you find it.
You ready?
Let's get this done.
Alright. We want to talk strategy at all before we go in, or just wing it like we usually do?
Not sure there can be much of a strategy for an opponent you can't even really see. We're gonna be running in there blind.
Fair enough.
So do you go in?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Everyone prepare yourselves.
You enter the cave with caution. What's the marching order here?
I'm assuming.
I'll go in the front, yeah.
In the front? All right.
I'll go right after her.
Dave's gonna go
I'll
after
be-
you, Nathan.
I'll be right behind you.
All right.
I guess I'll be after Osmond.
I'm in the back with my squad.
With your squad. You enter the cave with caution, your collective dark vision breaking against the blackness. Black roots just pierce through the cave work, immovable. The cave opens into a chamber, sunken and ovoid in nature. It is then you see it. A figure held aloft in the darkness. A humanoid with a large, misshapen head and ears like a bat. Gangly arms and legs and a little meat on its bones. And finally, the maw. A wicked, toothy opening stained with blood, held aloft, lifeless, by blackened tendrils restraining its arms and legs. It appears to be a foglet much larger than any you've seen. But it's not moving.
What do you want to do?
Investigate it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I see if it's actually dead?
Sure, make a
Or
medicine
is it
check.
just like a mobile? Yeah.
I want to investigate or like check out the black tendrils. Are they?
Make a nature check.
Mm-hmm.
I want to slowly move toward the foglet as well with my greatsword ready, just in case.
Okay.
I want to see if there's any kind of illusion, like, if this is like an illusion of any kind. Maybe some sort of trap to lure us in to just charge blindly in.
Make a perception check. Now one. Them some black trees.
Natural 20.
Okay, we have two opposites here on the spectrum. So Nathan, them some black trees. It's probably dark, just like in the cave. So like they could be any kind of trees. Osmond, it appears to be dead. Although you do not find any signs, no external wounds. It's being held by the branches, but it just seems as if it died of old age, if such a thing can happen for a foglet. There are no physical wounds on it.
Well, it's certainly dead, but perhaps we should cut it down and burn the body so that who knows, it can't be resurrected or something.
Okay. So I'm just gonna start.
I'm also gonna cast Flame Blade and kill two birds with one stone, basically.
I'm also going to ignite my sword as well.
Two can play at this game.
Fire swords!
Between the two of you, you hack down the foglet very quickly. The tendrils burn up and it falls to the ground. You were trying to burn up the foglet too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was hitting the foglet.
Oh yeah, it incinerates very quickly, easily. You actually have a bit of a hard time wrenching it, like. So you set it aflame, but once it like touches the tendrils, it does not spread to the tendrils. They just like drop as if nothing was holding it, and you see upon closer inspection, what you can only describe as energy.
Can I inspect this energy?
Yeah. You
I don't like the music change.
Yeah, it's a little concerning.
No, I hear it really hard. Okay, so make a nature check.
Okay.
Come on, Druid.
Using a different die this
Again?
time.
Don't fuck this up.
Do you ever think your die don't roll well because they don't feel loved enough to be rolled all the time?
Yes.
Yes.
Fucking maybe, because that's another nat 1, kids!
It's probably nothing. Probably the wind.
Can I use detect magic?
You sure can, my dear. So, maybe she's a better druid than you are.
The necromancer is a better druid than our druid.
Yeah, our druid is a half necromancer, so.
Don't judge me.
They round each other out.
You see a magic in the roots. A siphoning kind of magic.
Is it a curse?
It's so interesting you use that word. Thought that came from me for a second.
Man, I can throw my voice real well.
It is not a curse. Well,
Okay.
yes,
What?
it is. It is a curse. It is a curse. Sorry, it's a bit of.
But
It's
it's
not
not
like
the
a
source.
black and white.
No,
it's not
a
the
curse.
source.
Well,
it's not
kind
the
of
source.
a curse. Yeah, it's a curse.
Final
It's
answer.
somewhere else, but it's not the source of the curse. Well, okay, let me explain this. Just because you are you, you recognize the roots as the trees in Plautus. Performing, the trees themselves appear to be cursed, and this appears to be a symptom. draining life.
I will noodles that.
That can't be good.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in this cavern? I mean, I didn't roll too high on my perception check, so...
You see... What was your perception?
It was 10.
It was 10. Okay, you don't see anything now.
I roll a
Not even like a tunnel that
Nope.
continues, it's just this chamber and
It's
that's
just
it?
this chamber. This appeared to be its lair.
And we found it dead.
You found it dead.
I rolled a nat 20 in terms of perception.
You see a pair of glowing green eyes from near the exit, right next to Hazravana. You see it's like a humanoid shape sitting on the ground, staring at Hazravana. Not moving, not doing anything, just staring.
Wee woo.
I'm going to very
Shut the fuck up!
I'm going to, like, with my sword, I'm just going to start walking toward Azurvana, because I'm planning on stepping in between her and it.
Okay. The sword ignites. A dim light surrounds you, and you instantly put yourself in between the two things. It appears to be... Shut up, Sai. He doesn't do anything. It appears to be a zombie, like the ones you fended off from Lucy's cart.
I miss Lucy.
And I'm just going to talk to her, and I'm going to be like...
Is this why you sent me that thing?
Is this one of yours?
What'd you say?
I said, Azurvana, is this one of yours? And also, I'm kind of like hoping everyone else can see it too, since I'm shining a light on it.
Yeah, you all like turn your attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
No. That is not one of mine.
It appears quite lively, if not still.
Can I tell what type it is?
It just seems
Do you
to...
want me to roll investigation?
No, it just appears to be a zombie.
Can you talk?
It stares at you.
I was
It's
just gonna
15.
say the word and I'll incinerate it.
Yeah, I get it.
3rd level chaos bolt. I rolled a hit.
You do.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
I'm also moving toward it with my flame blade.
22.
Roll damage.
Fuck yeah. At 3rd level, I get 3d6.
And what kind of damage is it?
I'm gonna find out. That's because two of my dice tell me what damage it is. Oh shit, that's pretty good. I should really just keep a list of what is what. Let's do lightning damage. And that is... Wait. Yeah, lightning damage. And that is 5, 10, 15, 17... 24 points of lightning damage.
You, like, finger gun style, you point at it, pew, a streak of lightning shoots from your finger right into its head, and its head pops.
Sweet.
And its body falls limp.
We need to move.
Agreed. Let's get out of here.
Who's there?
We're just leaving.
You hear this
We're
voice.
just
You hear a voice in your head, not coming from any direction. One of my minions dead.
Yeah, he was creepy, and you don't just, like, come in unannounced, so we're just gonna go. Nice
Nathan,
house
let's just
here.
go.
We're gone.
I recognize you now.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
fuck me.
As I'm, like, still making my way to the exit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
we're all
still
heading out.
slowly.
You,
Yeah, we're just.
especially you, girl. You can sense that he's talking about you as Ravana.
Okay, bye.
Have a nice life.
Nice life.
Wouldn't it be anti-life?
So, where
Or
are you guys right
afterlife,
now?
either way.
Where are you guys right now?
Out the
Heading
door.
to the exit.
Are you all going to the exit?
Oh yeah, no, we out.
Yeah.
We out.
As a group, we're like, let's just go.
You make your way to the exit. Outside, sun is shining. World hasn't ended, apparently, but you still feel this presence in your head.
Yo, so we left. Usually it's customary to do unto others as you want done unto you.
You see another zombie appear from lower in the train. Not moving. Just staring.
Okay, what's going on, dude?
And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
All of us?
You.
Nathan.
Oh!
You keep talking to it.
Stop
That's
it.
what Nathan does!
Oof.
If he doesn't know how to socialize, he just mouths off to people. Okay, that's not bad. Saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually not bad. That is a 21.
Okay. You fail. For this one. You hear silence. And you feel he casts command. And you feel the unearthly desire to shut the fuck up.
For
Nathan
6
just
seconds.
raises 2 thumbs.
You were the ones who went toe-to-toe with the Death Knight, were you not?
Nathan nods.
I assure you, such things won't happen again. Why is it you've come back to this wretched village?
Well,
Take care of the thing that's already dead in the cave.
Yep.
So our job was done for us. We're just leaving now.
He speaks true.
We cannot let you leave. Survivors.
And if you want to fight, show yourself.
You see different pairs of eyes appear in the forest below.
Nathan just, like, bulges his eyes and slowly looks over at Cyrus. And pulls
So as
out
all
a
these-
fire.
As all these eyes are opening, Vola's gonna. She's gonna ignite her sword, and she's just kind of gonna like look around, and she's like low-key curious. Are these the people from Saberhagen as zombies now?
Make a perception check.
Wouldn't surprise me if it were.
Yeah.
15.
You think you recognize a couple people from the town proper. But the kind of movement that you've been seeing around Saberhagen and in the woods is equivalent to that of a full army. Meaning they are preparing for something.
I'm just gonna noodles all that. I'm gonna be like, there's a lot of zombies, and it's like an army. some of those are some of the people that were in Saberhagen before we left. Or they were.
Not anymore.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Not anymore.
We should go. I don't know if we can take on a whole army, just the...
I don't think we can either. I think this one's up to the king.
Yeah, he's got...
Nathan's moving.
Azravana,
Yep.
make a perception check.
Yep. Nat 20.
You do this between the voice in your head and whatnot. This is starting to ring some bells as far as your necromancy practice is concerned. If you catch my drift.
It is the thing you sent me.
Maybe, maybe not.
Oh my god. Oh boy. Okay.
If you wish to try your luck against my thralls, you are welcome to. But I don't like your odds.
So you can't even come fight us yourself. You gotta send an army just to dispatch a small group of adventurers. That's pretty sad.
You can talk now, by the way, Nathan.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, there's a restaurant I wanted to try. Let's, yeah. And I start, like, leaving.
Yeah, I'll walk away too. I'll follow Nathan.
Yeah, I've just got my guard up. I've got a turn undead prepped.
I'm definitely walking with my sword.
You, Azravana, where are you?
I'm walking, but I'm also going to share that this could potentially be a shambling lord.
Oh, what now?
A psychic zombie that can control other undead.
Well, we are not undead, so let's just...
He can very
Nor
quickly
can we
hurt
take
us.
on an army of undead.
Mm-hmm.
So I say we go get backup. Or tell the king, hey, there's an army of zombies over in Saberhagen, you might want to deal with that. The Foglet fucking thing is dead. Our contract's fulfilled. We can go pursue the Dragonborn, and we don't have to fight an army of zombies. I call this a win-win.
Hey,
Well, I was
Julian.
gonna say kind of quietly, it's only a win if we can get out of here.
Is its presence still there?
Is what?
The presence of the thing still
Oh,
there?
yeah.
Then let's go. Let's start running.
I was gonna say, I feel like we were just kind of backing out the whole way through this
Oh, yeah.
conversation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been moving.
This back and forth has only been trying to buy us time to leave.
So, any of you guys are booking it? Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Azravana?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So,
want...
you want to what?
Never mind.
I want to know what you were going to say.
I was thinking about casting a particular spell.
What particular spell?
Protection from good and evil.
Do you want to or no?
Nah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
You start to make your way down. You rush as fast as you can, having just gotten to the exit of the cave right when this conversation finished. You feel the presence, as Ravana knowing in particular that a shambling lord's psionic range is many miles in any direction. You start to back through. You see a group of sets of eyes just start at you and stop. like something last minute happened. The Queen will reward me handsomely for this. First, the castle. And then you. And I will eat my fill. You continue.
Find that it tastes like fish.
You'll continue.
I'm casting the spell.
You're casting the spell. You see one of the zombies like appear out, not like going to attack you, but just like appear out and stare at you again, Nathan. I need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. So that's gonna be a.
Oh, actually, I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Motherfucker.
So I got a 24.
Oh, okay, you're fine.
Is this a charm or frighten effect?
Nope.
I rolled a 14.
All right.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
21.
All right. Oh, Diana needs to make one too. That one for Dea.
Oh no!
She's gonna get back here in the middle of the session and she's
24.
gonna be like, why do I need a new character?
27.
Okay, so who got below a 15? Okay, so 2. Okay, so roll a d10 for me, Vola.
Do not like.
No, do not like at all.
Do not lie.
one.
3
You got a 3?
on a d10.
Yeah. A haze clouds your mind and Dea's, and you stand still.
No, 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 no.
You
No, no,
stop
no, no, no.
dead in your tracks. You don't say anything, you don't move. You just stop.
Okay, and I summon 2 giant frogs to kind of just like scoop them up and carry them.
Okay, make an dexterity saving throw. Vola.
No, Vola.
Oh, 16.
All right. So the toads like scoop you up and you continue like hopping along. I need you and Dea to make another wisdom saving throw.
I don't have any spells prepped today to help with this.
11.
We're both rolling a d10 again.
A 6.
A 6? Okay, you're just still like plank. Damn. Seems to have a spark of like something like flickers on like to life in her eyes, and she takes out a dagger and stabs the toad.
Okay, that's fine.
Hold person.
Bobbert, no.
She already did it. You can hold person after.
Yeah, no, I'm doing it after.
Okay, cool.
How much health do they have again? That is gonna be.
That's a 19 to hit.
I'll actually do it at
19
third.
hit? Yeah, that hits.
I'll also do it at 3rd level as well, just so I can hit both Vola and Dea, because I don't know what either of them are gonna do.
All right, they have to make saves for it.
Yep, wisdom saving throws.
All right. So Vola, make a wisdom saving throw. Did she hit?
What's the DC?
Yeah, she hit.
17.
Okay, well she fails, so she's held after this.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
No, that's good. That's good. You failed the save for hold person,
That's good.
so now you're held.
She does 7 points of piercing damage with the dagger.
Cool.
And then,
So
like, with the dagger in the frog, freezes.
Okay, so he still has 32 health.
Okay, cool. You continue on. You see the pairs of eyes just, frankly, just fucking judging you.
I just like flip them off as I go.
Nathan, why?
Another one, like you feel like you're getting towards the end, and you stop. Well, not you don't stop, but like as you're getting toward the end, one more undead appears out of nowhere.
Turn undead.
All right, and what's the say for that?
Well, it depends. Is it?
Oh, it does. Okay, no, it's just destroyed, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
If it's CR1 or lower, yeah.
Yep. It like pokes its head out and just into dust again.
Jeez, Osmond turning into Thanos over here.
However, Osmond,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, con save.
Ooh.
I have no bonuses to that, so it's just whatever I roll.
Why I have to pick the- Oh no.
Your vision fades. You cannot see. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you run into a tree.
Okay.
I don't have anything for that.
I grab Osmond by the arm and drag him with us.
Okay, so your vision fades. Everything is black. You cannot make out anything in front of you. And so you fucking run into a tree. I need you to take...
Do you want me to roll a concentration check for the whole person,
Please
too?
do. Well, it shouldn't be hard because you took 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh my god. But the DC's 10 that I have to beat, regardless.
Yeah.
I rolled a 9 and I have a +0.
The whole person's gone. That's
Whole
cool.
person's gone.
Jesus. This
Vola-
die is going away for the night.
And you are knocked prone. Vola Deas, make a save again. Because Dea fails. Okay, so you find yourself, why am I on a frog? What happened?
I'm just gonna kind of like jerk.
I pick I help Osmond up and I'm dragging him away by the arm.
And Dea does not move. So you're not prone. I need you to make a strength check to see if you can drag Osmond.
No, I'm like helping.
Well, I mean,
him up.
I'd get up, like.
Oh, sorry. Okay, you're still blind though.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he's like
Yeah,
leading
but
you. You're still
yeah,
blind.
I'm basically just leading him.
You make it. You make it to the end as Ravana. You're like one of the last ones to flee, and you hear next time soon.
No.
Nah.
Nah.
All right, so that's something else we got to report to the king.
That's bad.
But I do believe.
bad.
Aubert, like checking Dea to see if she's still.
She seems to have woken up, sees the dagger. Oh my god! It removes it and casts healing word on the frog.
Amazing.
I probably just, like, sit cross-legged on the ground and just wait until the blindness goes away.
Inconvenient!
I've already been dealing with half-blindness so far.
So he's gonna restore 10 hit points restored.
Cool. That was the full damage. So.
Okay, cool. Like, she starts. I'm so sorry. What happened?
Yeah, this zombie dude sucks. He made you attack Bobbert.
Never again.
Also,
I feel horrible.
yeah. You guys can put him down, and they will put Vola and Dea on the ground, and then.
I already flailed off of the frog.
Just like starfish
Also, I
on the
can't
ground.
see.
You, after a minute or so, your vision like goes blurry, and you can see again.
Okay. Phew. Well, that was unpleasant.
So on now.
That wasn't even the surface of what those
Back
things
to
can do.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, back to
If you
Falcon.
don't mind me asking, I know you kind of mentioned it in there, but what was that thing, Azavana?
The shambling undead? Or shambling lord? That's what it was. They're a very strong type of undead. Hold on, I need to pull up the thing again so I can read it. So, all right, I have the thing. So they're very...
Enthrall us with your wisdom, Azravana.
Oh god, okay.
It's like a calc professor with performance anxiety.
Pretty much.
Dead ass. I had a substitute for calc literally on Thursday. That was exactly just didn't know what they were doing.
Story of my life.
Story of my life.
Your unlife. Anyway.
So the shambling lord, and they're very powerful zombies, and they have psionic powers. It's very difficult to keep control of them because they are spread very thin and can control hordes and hordes of undead while also hitting you with psychic attacks.
So definitely not something we should screw around with. Got it.
How would we destroy such a thing?
Good question. Because if it feels threatened, it'll run away.
Lovely.
I feel like that's one of those things you chip away until it's got nothing to stand on. And we are in no position to take on an entire legion of zombies.
Right.
I think this one's out of our hands.
So, report back to the king and discuss further plans. Yeah.
Yeah, report back to the king. The king can probably at least rally up some other cities nearby, other militias. He can probably gain the power that we don't have.
So I'll just cast Sending and just tell them Foglet's dead, but army of zombies controlled by psychic zombie. Heavy resistance expected.
You get back more an emotion than you do a... Like, who are you sending this to?
The same person I sent
Oh,
it
okay.
to.
You're getting this as more of just... question mark? Yeah.
They have the information. It's up to them what they do with it.
Because I don't think you've actually, like, talked to this person. I think they just, like, started getting messages in their head.
Well, yeah, but like I imagine I picked someone who was in the court when the king told us to do all this stuff.
But
so.
still,
like the advisor?
Yeah.
the advisor? Never mind. Yes.
Sure, yeah, we'll say it's the advisor.
Okay. Seems very confused. But okay? Question mark.
Right. Well, they know everything that's going on, so my personal suggestion is that we head north towards Scythia.
Alright, let's go.
We want to make a pit stop in the capital, get our bearings.
It's a bit out of our way.
Right. Well, then I guess this is as good of a time to talk about this as ever. I need to go home at some point. With everything that's been happening, seeing Losi, being able to get any semblance of communication with my mom, what the fortune teller told me last night, and then I scryed on my mom this morning and was not at all set at ease. I've been pushing it off for a while. I've been feeling the pull to go home for a long time, and I don't think I can put it off anymore.
All right, so we'll head up. We'll track down Osmond's target, and then we'll take you home.
About how long do you think this will take, Osmond?
I'd be lying if I told you I knew. Family's important.
If
Excuse
you
me.
recall, Nathan, Losi, and the Fallen Sons were headed towards Scythia.
I know not where this path will take me, but I intend to see it all the way through.
I'll go with you guys to Scythia, since that's where Losi's headed as well, and I'm sure once she hears the news that I have for her, she's going to want to head home too. But I think once we're done there, and I talk with Losi, like, you guys can do what you want, you don't have to follow me, but I have to go home. But, like, the village is at war right now. At least that's what I'm assuming. They've got a map in the council room, there's a battle plan. The lady last night showed me vision that is really nerve-wracking, and the reason why I came out here is to protect my mom, and I'm starting to see that I can't always do that from afar.
I wouldn't trust in those visions. There's something not right about her.
I can... Tomorrow I can send the message to your mother again, like I did not too long ago, and ask if they're at war.
Or at least preparing to, because it sounds like they're preparing for it, not necessarily in the middle.
But I understand, Nathan. Family is important.
And as soon as things are done, once I go home, if you guys don't come with me, I'll make my way back, I promise, but I can't. I just need to make sure that I can keep my home safe, so that there's actually something to go back to.
That's fair.
It's entirely understandable.
Just figured I'd
So,
give you guys warning.
no worries. So come on then, sounds like we have pretty much no time to lose. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And I'll take point on this one, because I scryed to see where he was going. And I basically just want to follow the path that I think the Dragonborn would be taking.
Okay. So your path is actually going to lead you, because you thought he was going, like, brushing back Horowin, it's probably going to lead you north through the Minotaur Cave Mountains, into the forest and the Catspine Mountains, and then out into the Copperwood near Corwin. Does that sound right?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
So, keeping your distance from Saberhagen, you just have to backtrack a little bit, especially with the information Asravana has given you. You backtrack a little bit towards Fort Duncan, and it's not how you left it. The trees having turned in their entirety. It seems to have spread decently and pretty quickly with the addition of your new adversary. You make your way up. You do find a little after having gotten back to Fort Duncan and going up a little bit, you do find yourself having to rest, because this is going to take several days' trip.
I was going to say every morning I'll be casting Scrying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Specifically on the Dragonborn.
Okay, Asravana?
Reanimating my minions.
Okay, was going to ask specifically that. So, you want to describe on the Dragonborn again? The rest of you?
I'm attuning the glyph of forked lightning to my new boots.
Rad.
I am scrying on my mama.
Okay, starting with your mom.
Cool.
She is having a conversation with a few townspeople. You see her acquiring her own spear. She has a bunch of her things strapped to her back. And she seems to be headed off towards the entrance of town.
Okay.
Osbin, you see the Dragonborn and his companion in a cave. You don't see much. You see a few, like you see an emerald socket into the side of the wall there, weirdly not intent on. But you see them hiding in some cave system.
Would I, based on where they were the previous day, would I have any idea kind of the general area that might be in?
Having travel, because you originally thought they were going in the direction of Corwin, if they're just in a cave system with no markers or anything, they could be anywhere between Saberhagen and Scotty Redoubt.
Okay, and at this point, we're only what?
You're by the Minotaur Cave.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see what the range on this is. No. Okay. Definitely probably not within 1,000 feet.
No.
Yeah. So never mind that. Okay. So as promised, that next morning I will cast Sending to Nathan's mama. Of course, I'll talk to Nathan first. See what he wants to ask.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So I'm assuming this is after the scrying, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Scrying happened, during your rest.
Okay, so I'm gonna, when you ask that, he's gonna say, so I saw her heading toward the entrance of town. I don't know if that means that she's leaving or not, or if she's just helping set up fortifications or something. I want to know that, what the situation is, and if she's leaving, where she's headed. If
Okay.
not too much. If I need to consolidate it, I can.
Preferably, because I have a very limited amount of words I can use.
Okay. Let's go with what's going on in town. If you're leaving, where are you headed? Love, Nathan.
So, if you're leaving, or no, what's going on in town? If you're leaving, where are you headed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'll cast Sending and say, this is Nathan's friend Osbin. Nathan wants to know, what's going on in town. Are you leaving, and where are you heading if you are?
Anticipating threat. Listen to your mom for once and don't come home.
So I'm basically just saying this as I get the words. So
So your dad is telling you to listen to your mother. Listen to your father by
Amazing.
listening to your mother, and don't go home.
How many words can I use in that?
25.
Don't come home. I'm sure you're worried about nothing. I am fine.
Okay.
Well then.
P.S. I love you.
Yeah.
There we go.
Noted.
So just on the track,
Pretty much.
continuing.
Yep. And then every
Oswald's still
morning.
taking point.
Okay, we're gonna go on break because it seems like we're getting Dea back.
Hey!
You guys
Hot
can.
damn.
All right, so we'll be at a 10-minute break, probably, give or take. We'll be right back. Hello, stream.
Hello.
Hi, Stream!
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
My
You
blood
missed our
pressure.
sing along, and it was epic. but,
Anywho. So we're gonna start back where we start. So this is day 2, like
Two?
long rest number 2. No, we just finished first long rest. Nathan's scrying for mom. Dad is talking to son from mom, and scrying on soon-to-be corpse.
Oh god. What did I
You're
jump
not
into?
wrong.
Was this a good update? Can we just do this from now on?
Yeah, that was a pretty good update.
All right, so I imagine you continue on your path. Anything you guys want to
Yeah.
do while you're still here at Light Camp?
Okay.
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, I think
Just,
we're good.
since I know we're kind of sort of gonna be getting close to Corwin, I am gonna let everybody know that we need to be really careful. We need to be real careful as we start to get closer to that town.
Why?
Because they're not gonna take kindly to 90% of our party.
What do you mean by that?
So, Corwin is a little different than any other town here in the Janusaar, in that there is no real government. Everything is run by the Cobalt Brotherhood, a very powerful crime syndicate. The Brotherhood is not a fan of half-elves or any sort of half-breed.
So they're racist.
Oh, extremely. Extremely. Humans
deal with
are
that.
okay. Humans are okay, but they only employ humans for more diplomatic reasons.
So they're elves, essentially.
They are
By
drow.
elves.
Mostly drow and full-blooded elves. But they do not take kindly. You might be the only one they don't immediately hate.
That would be a first. Okay.
The rest of us, they will probably hate all of us on sight. And we just want to keep our heads low near there.
Didn't you mention the Brotherhood before?
Yeah,
They're-
I've mentioned them several times before.
Just want to make sure.
So it's best we keep you out of sight as well. I'm guessing you're still not on good terms with them. All right. So hopefully, where?
I mean, I'm worth more than I thought to them if they're sending a search party after me, but
If we
Yeah,
rest
let's-
again, if we rest again, I can maybe do polymorph, but we'll see.
Where are we on the map?
You are... So you see, like, where the Minotaur Cave was?
Yes.
You are
yeah.
just north in the mountains in the little forest area.
Oh, okay.
Headed
the one in between.
towards... Yeah, headed towards Corwin.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah, stream, welcome back, Dea.
Yeah. Hi.
Thank you. Hornbots, please give us
Hey.
your blessing.
I jumped in and got a little bit of a lowdown of what shenanigans Dea went up to while I was gone.
Nah, she was drunk.
Now, no, I'm going to be drunk. I'm getting there. I need
Give
to
it
catch up.
time.
Give it
Cannot
time.
rush
give it
these
time.
things.
I'm 2 hours off. I need to catch up. I have 2 hours left.
Just a drink to forget killing Curtis.
Did I kill him?
No.
No, okay.
Only
I thought I just stabbed him.
maimed or
And
severely
was
injured.
Lightly maimed.
Lightly maimed.
Every time you bring up those frogs, I'm gonna picture my baby frog, and I don't want to do that.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so we're
Should have named
headed
your
that-
frog Caesar.
I know.
Oh.
Oh, he's Peachy. He's
Et
named
tu,
after
Dea.
an Italian noodle.
Anyway, we don't have time to unpack all that.
We're on our way to. Okay, I see where we're at now. Okay. All right. So hopefully we don't get close enough.
Yeah, let's hope that. Because and it's just not a place any of you would like anyway, and so
Doesn't sound like it.
So just keep your heads down.
We travel on. You find some difficulty navigating the wooded areas, except for Vola, of course. Navigating the wooded and a little more mountainous areas, like the valleys that you find yourselves in between. And you come out into this big forest that doesn't quite seem touched by any kind of corruption as it is.
That's a start.
You see a lake a little far off in the distance. Which is like this clearing, like where all the trees like give way to its presence. Assuming you want to do anything with the lake aside from, I don't know, did you want to fish?
Yeah, unless it's magically sterilized again.
Yeah, you can fish. Do you want to like spearfish?
Yeah, I imagine that's how I did it because the
Yeah,
only time
that makes sense.
I imagine the only time I used a fishing hook is how the fish hook got.
Make an
caught in
athletics
my
check.
ear. Athletics check, cool. I am okay in those.
I'm just gonna be keeping a lookout because as we get closer and closer to Corwin, Cyrus is just gonna get more and more paranoid and twitchy. So I'm just keeping a lookout.
24.
You are from a distance, actually. You see a fish, you get your spear in your hand, you chuck it, and you just like impale like 2 fish like on the same spear.
Alright, guys, guess I can make good on my promise now. And I go and retrieve them.
Oh God,
They're pretty big too.
When he does that, Daya's anime eyes, big, hard eyes, just like.
And then Nathan instantly gets out like a small knife he uses to gut them and starts gutting them as they go. And like preparing them to be cooked.
Daya's gonna be pretty much like a cat watching you do your work, just waiting. Just waiting.
And so then, once they're all gutted and everything is treated, I'll have them hanging on the end of my spear, which I just have over my shoulder, until we rest, and then I'll cook them.
Daya's very happy. If she she does have a tail. It's wagging.
Daya is now a dog.
I imagine a cat, it's like that kind of like happy. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
She's a cat.
Never had fish before. Pretty excited.
Yeah, you have.
Oh, I have? Okay, I mean, I know you said there were fish in the river, but I wasn't sure if I've ever had it.
Well, one of the main like food things in Corwin is fish.
Oh, never mind. Ignore me, I'm a liar.
We knew that.
The most truthful thing he said all game.
No, you're kidding.
Oh, jeez.
You proceed. It starts to get pretty dark, but you start to see this big opening. Well, it's not actually that big. It's about the same size as like the foglit entrance you found in Witch Run. Pretty small, actually, I guess, by comparison. And it starts to get dark, and you can make camp outside, or you can make way into the opening, which apparently is Corwin.
Alright. Y'all want to go inside, or y'all want to eat some home-cooked fish?
I think we should stay out here.
I'm gonna give.
I think we should stay out here.
Cool.
We're close to Corwin, aren't we?
You're
Do
like
you need help
sitting
with those
outside.
fish?
Sure. I just need to make a split.
You go through the process of setting up the fish, and you start cooking them. Dea, no doubt, is drooling. Bull is doing something. Thought she was about to, like, punt a dog.
Better not.
You get set up. Azravana, anything you want to do tonight during your rest?
I'm gonna cast my hut.
Nope. I'm good.
Anything else? You guys?
Nope,
Nice.
I'm keeping a watch. I am taking the first watch.
Second. I did that very anime.
Second.
It's fitting.
Second.
I mean,
I
we
guess-
basically are an enemy, so.
Yeah.
That's true. I guess I'll take third then.
I'm with Osmond, per usual.
Hmm.
Ooh.
I will
Gee,
take
what a surprise!
one of those watches. Probably the first one.
So you're
Oh, you're gonna say no with me?
Second. Oh, it's gonna live with you for a while. Anyway,
I know.
was that a no to my question, Azravana?
What?
Was that a no to my question?
The experiment?
Yeah. Just because every
forgot
time
about that.
every time we leave, you're like, I forgot to do that, and so I just figured.
What?
Well, every time we like get out of session, you always like, I forgot to do that, and so I figured I'd remind you.
I appreciate it.
So that way we didn't
'cause-
get out of the session, and then I didn't have to hear how you forgot again.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I was just naming my skeletons.
You were
So-
just naming your skeleton.
Like you do. You gotta name the skeletons. Come on now.
Well, of course, yeah.
I told you I have a list in my notebook, a list of all of my minions' names, and
Exactly.
if they are deceased or not.
This bitch.
Well, what are we gonna call them? Skeleton number 1, skeleton number 2? That's way too much time. Come on, Julie. DM.
Whoever you are.
God.
Dear God,
Dear
what should
God.
my skeleton's name be?
Dear God. What the fuck?
Yeah. That sounds more accurate. Dear God, what the fuck?
What goes on tonight?
Oh, well, I guess Vola and I are taking the first watch.
Okay. Nathan, you're taking the second watch.
Yes.
From now on, he's always taking the second watch.
Take the second
Hand
one.
on hip. Shing! Alright. So, unless anybody wants to do anything tonight, the night passes. For some, Cyrus, more slowly than the others.
Yeah.
You probably even have
Festival
problems getting to
is
sleep
just
that
gonna
night.
sit there awkwardly and draw and not talk.
And Cyrus is like, I'll describe this for you, Vola, is like arms crossed. He is looking around. This is like the twitchiest you've ever seen him. You've seen him as usually pretty calm, pretty cool, pretty chill. He's usually like playing an instrument or like cleaning his instruments, but no, he is like full on alert. Like he's got like one hand ready to pull out his scimitar. Like he is on edge.
I was going to draw him because this is weird.
Alright. The morning comes. Having, I suppose, named your skeleton crew.
Named them and got their health pools.
After 4 nights, it took you to name 4 skeletons?
One each night.
One per night.
One each night! It's a deep question!
Yeah, it's like asking what you want to name your child. You gotta think about it.
Except your
Yeah,
children
come on.
die and they're made of bones. And only bones.
Look,
Not
I
only the
appreciate
name.
them. It doesn't matter what they look like.
You,
A face
She will love them anyway.
Zombie mom!
she has to think also, will this name have good nicknames or bad nicknames? 'Cause,
Okay,
you know,
we're
kids are cruel.
stopping. The morning comes. You all die. Next campaign.
You will-
God damn it.
God damn it.
The morning comes.
The
And-
Brotherhood ambushed us.
There's Corwin.
The cave right there.
You ready?
Right over.
Oh, we're going in. We're going in.
So, just so you are aware, Julian, every morning I've been doing scrying on the dragonborn.
Okay, well, let's give you a entirely thought out and entirely thought out progress report on that guy's doings, shall we? So, honestly, their backdrop never really changes. You see, so like that, because it was the first night that you scryed, no, the second night that you scryed, and you saw them in the cave. And then you scryed again, and then you saw them moving in a cave. Again, a weirdly well-lit cave.
Fuck, they're in a...
A weirdly well-lit cave, but still a cave. Although you think you can hear the sounds of water. And the night after, which I believe was the last scry, you see them talking to a hooded figure. And you see this figure, you cannot make out very distinctive features other than he's drinking tea from like a saucer, like some kind of fancy Brit.
So, like, during that one, are they, like, inside? Or are they still in the cave?
We're still in the cave system.
Fuck, they're underground.
And do you do one this morning?
Yeah.
They are... I have to roll for this one. Making their way further down another cave system with a very high concentration of sapphire.
Oh, very high what?
A very high
Sorry.
concentration of sapphire. And you hear water getting very close, and you feel like you can hear the creaking of a boat.
Okay. And that's nowhere I'd know, I'd assume.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's a cave. There's water.
Okay.
No, there's a lot of places could fit that description.
Alright.
So where to now?
Is it alright if I also do a scrying DM?
Why, of course. Are you also hoping to have done a scry every morning for the past couple of days that I totally prepared just for you?
No, he probably laid off until this morning, when he would have realized that he actually doesn't know exactly where Losi is, so he's gonna do that.
Okay, so you focus on Losi, and you see her actually in front of like this big table. You see she's in some building, and it's like you hear this loud roar, and the table, the building creaks and shakes, like some like dust falls from the ceiling, and she's screaming like directions to all these people, and she points to a part of the map. You over there, I need you covering the north part of this town, or we're all going to get fucked in the ass. You get... And so she starts doling out directions to all of these people, and some of them you recognize as members of the Fallen Sons Guild. But she seems very heavy in her work at the moment.
Okay. Cool. Good to know.
I'm waiting on someone to say go.
So what's our heading, Osbin? You're taking charge here?
Well, from what it appears is he's been traveling underground for some time now. And I imagine it's going to stay that way until he reaches his destination.
Underground?
Underground. I saw cave systems and sapphires. Heard water.
Of course. Alright.
They were
Cool.
talking...
Great, my worst fear is realized.
Do you know
We're
this
gonna have to
place?
go. We're gonna have to go into Corwin.
At
That
one
sounds
point, they were
an
talking
awful-
in the cave systems with someone. I couldn't make out much detail. They were hooded and they were sipping tea.
Huh.
I don't know who they are,
Doesn't
but
sound-
They were striking a deal of some kind.
That doesn't sound like the boss. But, I mean, you couldn't see anybody, so who knows. That sounds an awful lot like the Smuggler's Run. It's a underground river, basically. It's a waterway. And technically, Corwin is just basically this very large cave system. It spans for miles. As I said, you know, it's run by Cobalt Brotherhood, which are a lot of drow, which makes a lot of sense if you think about it. So we... I got food for saying this, but looks like I'm going home, guys. Looks like we're going my home.
Well, the question is, would it be safer to try and track them through these cave systems, or should we try to continue on foot overhead and maybe try to cut them off whenever they come out?
No, because they could be... There... While there is... It's a cave system. If they're really in the Smuggler's Run, there's pretty much... there's not very many routes they can take. It leads basically from here to, you know, the mountains back there, the Cat Spine Mountains. It goes, and it's, you know, behind Scythia. So, I mean, if they're either heading to Scythia or heading back from it. And...
In the note I found, they are being directed to meet at a location in the mountains north of Scythia, so... From what you're describing, it sounds like that is our most direct route.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick and it's a pretty quick way to get there. Obviously, patrols aren't an issue if it's underground. But the problem is going to be getting in there without raising any suspicion.
So I'm guessing the people that go through these tunnels, not just anyone can go through these tunnels.
Exactly.
So we have to try, and assuming we can't sneak all the way, that's a long distance, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to try and blend in.
I can make...
How did you go so far without... People didn't know you were a half-elf?
Yeah. The good thing about my genetics, I guess, is I looked more human than not. So the only real dead giveaway where I pull back my hair were these. And I didn't even get picked up till I was almost a teenager. And... Well, one day I just let it slip. And that was basically the end of my career with them. They kept me on because I was, you know, I was good at my job. But their respect for me ended when the mission did.
Dave kind of just nods her head. Okay. I don't suppose... Osmond, you're kind of you can't really quite hide your appearance.
No.
Kind of obvious, your lineage.
And I doubt that I'll be welcomed there.
I can disguise myself, or I can turn 4 people invisible. Yeah.
For how long?
For an hour.
I can change my appearance for an hour. But that's about it.
I mean,
What
I
was
can
that?
turn into a bird.
I can also turn into a bird. Oh no, but that wouldn't work. Well, wait, hold on.
I cannot turn into anything, and I am green, and I have these big lower teeth, which I love, but they're not human.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
So perhaps our best bet is doing 4 of us invisible.
I could use polymorph on someone. And, like,
And then 2 people can be birds or something, and then the other 4 can be invisible.
Would birds be weird in a cave?
Bats?
That
That's easy.
That makes sense. Okay. Okay, so we can make someone a bat, 4 people. Okay.
Let's...
All right.
Let me just see if I can go in and see if there's anybody around, because it only lasts for an hour, and I want to cover as much ground as we can in that time, so I just want to go see roughly how far we can travel before we run into anybody.
All right. How long should we wait for you to come back without...
If I'm not back in 10 minutes, something happens, you can choose to run. I would choose to run, or you can come in. But if I'm not back in 10 minutes,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna head over towards. First I'm going to cast. Hold on. I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself, just on myself. And then I'm going to head into the cave until I find people.
So as soon as he's gone, I look to everyone else. Alright, who wants to be a bat?
I can disguise myself, so give it to someone who can't do that.
Bola?
Bull's gonna think and be like, I think I'd rather be invisible and walk with my own feet than I know how to work. I don't know how to
There's also the problem.
Okay.
There's a problem with my 4 skeletons.
Oh, shit.
Alright.
Oh.
How attached to your kids are ya?
She just named them.
See, Falcor agrees.
Would it be possible for me to, like, drop them into being a pile of bones, stick them in a bag, and then do that? Reanimate them?
DM is thinking, DM is looking up stuff.
Oh no.
Can I like fold them up and take them with me?
Are they portable?
Yeah, can I have a portable?
Are they? Can I
Are
just
they
carry
portable?
on? Animate Dead is kind of a novice necromancer spell as far as that is concerned, in which you are taught how to hold down the gas pedal, but you are not taught how to brake.
Yeah.
Because, like, even once you stop your control over the skeletons, they still exist. Necromancy is kind of a hard magic to control. You need the training and the practice to be able to create it and then dismantle it. That is why a lot of necromancy often kind of runs out of grasp of whoever's trying to use it.
Are we gonna pull mice and men thing and get rid of the skeletons if you're gonna drop the spell? Or
Just look at the flowers.
just look at the flowers. Think of the bunnies. Just think of the bunnies.
Oh man.
You could command them to wait at the bottom of the lake.
The bottom of the lake.
And reanimate
It's
them
true.
when you get back. If you get back.
How much do skeletons weigh? Just the skeletons.
Just the skeletons? They're heavy. With their full frame, I would say close to like 70, 80 pounds.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm thinking what you're thinking.
Because they're also still pretty freshly dead, so they're still like also like.
So
What would?
What are you
I
thinking?
want to do an experiment.
Oh boy.
I thought that was Nathan's thing.
So I'm just gonna kind of walk over and like take my bag of holding and just.
No,
kinda
you're not. Stop. No, you're not.
I'm just gonna kind of slowly like put it up, like his arm, to see if his arm goes in.
Like a Mary Poppins bag.
And he's a skeleton, so you can swap those
He
out.
doesn't
and
need,
swap them back in.
air or anything.
Oh my god.
I like where your mind goes, because it would. As soon as you open your mouth, I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
And it won't be like, what is
There's
the ox?
nothing that
Critical like
says you
derp?
can't.
Derp the ox? Because skeletons don't need to breathe.
Exactly.
You don't need to be-
There's nothing.
And if they're only about 70 pounds.
70 times 4 is
How are you
280
looking to like? Are you looking to
Doesn't
like
even matter for bags of
what?
Yeah.
How much money did you take from that bandit camp? By the way, you didn't take it all, did you?
Oh yeah. How much does 2,481 gold pieces weigh?
That is knowledge, I know. An amount? Why? Is there a limit on the bag of holding?
I think it's like 500 pounds or something.
I didn't think it had a limit. I thought they were kind of like infinite portal dimensions.
No, they do have a limit to them.
500 pounds.
Yeah, 500.
You know what? I don't know. So that's something we'll look up later. Cause like a gold coin is a cup, like an ounce. We'll say that amount of gold weighs. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. I'll figure it out after stream. And we'll see where we'll adjust as we need to. Because I did not think about that. So how do you want to fit this fucking skeleton into your bag of holding?
So
four of them.
first I'm gonna kind of go over and I just kind of put the bag up around its arm to see if its arm goes in.
Yeah.
And I just kind of like pull the bag down and I turn to Azravana and I'm just like, well, we could put them in the bag.
Everyone just looks.
I really wish I could see
Smiles
her
and,
reaction right now.
She kind of laughs and is like, okay, let's try it.
So I'm just gonna kind of like put the bag on the ground, like open it up, and just say like, can you just have it like step into the bag?
I can.
Boom!
Pretty much.
Daya's dying laughing when she's watching this.
I feel like I'm watching Looney
Saying
Tunes.
this right now.
I just see all of my skeletons disappear into this bag.
Unpack a Acme
Savannah's
Corporation
dying.
bowl.
Oh, good. That's amazing.
Now you can do a comedy bit. Okay, hold on. I know the gold's in here somewhere. Pulls out an arm. Pulls out a leg. Pulls out a skull. No, it's somewhere. Hold on. Pulls out an entire skeleton.
If we ever need to prove badass, we bring that sucker out, and then they'll scare away from us.
No, here. Hold the bag. You hold the bag like this. Watch the bones pile up.
Anyway.
Okay, so
280
I
pounds,
looked it
by
up.
the way.
Gold, for assuming that it's 1 ounce per gold piece, for 2,481, it is 155 pounds.
Okay.
That is not that heavy for that much.
Nope.
Dang.
Because it's like a little gold coin, so I imagine it wouldn't weigh more than like an ounce.
Yeah.
And even then, an ounce is heavy for a coin.
Okay. We know that on the heavy side, it fits. We'll figure out exact logistics later.
Sounds good.
But that's 280 for the 4 skeletons. What? We'll measure by quarters. We'll assume they're all the sides of quarters.
Okay.
Anyway. Cool. You Looney Tunes a bunch of skeletons. Now that you've made a mockery of magic and my world, what do you want to do?
Actually, once they finish like going into the bag, I'm just gonna kind of hold up the bag and then hand it to Azravana. You can hold on to this while they're in there.
Thanks. She's laughing.
And I wish I'd been around to see that.
Osmond, like, for the first time in a while, has a little grin.
Who'd have thought Azravana would be the one to do that for him?
Yeah.
Shit, Daya feels pretty like she hasn't been able to do much. But yay!
It's because she's a necromancer and everybody expects her to be super serious all the time.
There.
Okay, so now that the skeletons have been folded up, what's next? Oh, Cyrus is going in?
Yeah, I went into the cave and I wanted to go until I saw people.
Okay, roll stealth with advantage.
Hell yeah! Good, that's pretty good. That's even better. Hold up. I think it's like +7 now, but... Oh, it is. Look at that. So that is a 21.
A 21.
21.
You enter the cave, your eyes readjust, and where you, like, as they're adjusting, like, you know, like, it turns black, and then you can see again.
Yeah.
With this high ceiling. Beautiful streaks of gems that line the cave. Different emeralds and sapphires and rubies, all just topaz, too many to count. You see surprisingly tall buildings made of mostly wood, some iron, very well made. You see a couple, like a pair of guards that are like on your left and right that you just scooch past. Very obviously with the Brotherhood. You make sight of the magic shop that was always there. You see the tavern. You see the building at which a lot of the higher end Brotherhood meetings would take place. And everything seems pretty much the same. And at the far end, you can still hear the docks.
And that's where we want to go, yeah? That's where
Probably.
near the river is?
It's not a straight shot. So, like, you walk in, you see, like, these buildings, and it comes up to, like, a square. And then you have to take, like, a couple roads back further, a couple twists and turns, and then you're at the docks. So it's not exactly a stone's throw away.
But we could get there is the point.
You could get there. It would take more
right.
than a couple minutes.
Okay, no, that's fine. So I go back, and I drop invisibility once I'm out there, back with them, and I noodles all of that. So it's possible we could do it.
Alright, does anybody need to be polymorphed, or are we good to go?
Cyrus, give me an idea of what to disguise myself as to less suspicion.
Less suspicion, drow.
Okay.
You walk in there as a drow.
Okay, I picture the librarian back in Ciceron or Faldernon.
I am.
Back at that bookshop, because she was drow, right?
Yeah, she was drow.
I picture her, but with like more kind of simple clothing that I saw kind of like bandits wear.
Yeah.
So
you might as well. There you go. You might as well be invisible.
I mean, if we don't want to arouse too much suspicion, because bats can't necessarily just go up and down, they have to like spiral and stuff, so it would take me longer. Should I just be like a raven on her shoulder?
Sure. That would work.
that works.
And so
I've always wanted a pet.
I've already shifted. I can't see him. So I
I'm smiling, and I go and scratch under your beak.
he, like, moves so that he can scratch.
So that takes care of 2 of you. Me and 3 others. Husband, Vola, Azravana are the 4 of us.
I figured we would be the ones to go invisible, yes.
Alright. So... Alright, here we go then. So I'm gonna cast invisibility again, but at 5th level. So I can get all 4 of us.
All right. So who is visible? It's Nathan. Who is Nathan is a raven.
Nathan's a raven.
Dea is a drow.
Dea is a drow.
The
And the rest
you-
of us are invisible.
All right. Okay,
There
cool.
you go.
So
I'm
will you-
leading the charge on this. Not that anyone can see us, but
I'll write that down. Thank you, Vince.
Shit, I don't know where to. If you guys are invisible, I don't know where to go.
towards the cave.
Okay, alright.
So
Daya's gonna put on her strict, no expression, none face and try to just. Try not to draw attention.
and then Nathan just squawk.
Yeah.
And I give him a little pat.
These ravens can talk, so I imagine like if they like.
I mean, not really.
They can repeat things.
They can repeat
They're
things.
mimickers.
They're like better parents.
Yeah.
More aesthetically pleasing parrots.
Yes.
All
for
right.
sure.
So with Dea apparently leading the charge with Nathan on her shoulder, you enter the small-looking cave, and you're like right as you're about to enter, a pair of spears cross your path. What is your business here? You see one of the guards come up to you with his pretty standard like guard attire, except you see like on his chest, you see like a silver coin with a dragon surrounding it. But you can only imagine it's like the Cobalt Brotherhood insignia.
Mm-hmm.
He is a human of average height, and he has a companion that's standing like just out of view, just like holding his spear, like at the ready. What brings you here? What is your business? What is your business here?
Boy, all right, here we go. All right. Daya's going to kind of give a look at the guard, kind of like she was startled by the spears. Be like, business, I need to go to the docks.
What for?
I'm expecting a shipment, and I need to make sure that it's been on time. And you're really not helping with my already short schedule.
Make a deception roll.
Alright, shit, alright, let me see.
That was way better than what I was gonna give you.
That
Okay, alright, that is 12 plus 4 of the, so, yeah, 16. Wait, deception?
Yeah.
Deception, shit, not, okay, deception. Where's deception? Yeah, 4, okay, so 16,
16?
16. Fuck! Come on, don't give me
I
that!
didn't do anything!
I saw a smirk! I saw a fucking smirk!
That couldn't mean anything.
This
Bullshit!
is true. Sorry, DM. It could mean anything.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad I have that. Anyway, he squints at you. This isn't a delivery service. You must be someone very important to be getting a shipment at the docks. The smuggler's run is not for civilians. Who are you?
I'm like right against her, and I whisper her.
So where,
We couldn't even hear you.
Tell them. So this is whispering, but I say, tell them Piero specifically asked you to pick it up.
Okay. Piero specifically asked me to pick this up.
Roll persuasion. No, deception. Sorry, deception. That is still deception.
Deception again.
With advantage because she dropped the name.
With advantage. I'll give you advantage.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
I'm like, because she dropped his name.
Okay. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Daya's giving him the nastiest look. Like, I am annoyed as fuck that you're even asking me this.
He jumps. The other guard, also a human, comes out and he whispers something. She's like, I know the boss had anything planned. I know he, like, don't just keep her waiting. Go, move. She's like, sorry, ma'am. Sir, ma'am, person. And he like goes back. He goes back and he stands at attention. Sweat.
Daya gives an annoyed huff and then continues walking. She's just trying to keep her composure.
As we pass the one who was talking to us, I like look at them and like flap my wings and go.
Not now, Fiero. They're not worth the time. Oh, when they get out of earshot, she just whispers, "Thank you." Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I imagine we're close behind.
Oh yeah, you saw and heard all of that.
Yeah.
So you get in, your collective eyes adjust, and you see the same thing that Cyrus just saw. You see this tall cavern entrance, very well put together. You see a few like stalactites. You see gems upon gems, topaz, sapphire, emerald, like so many colors you didn't even realize came in the earth. You see these very tall, well-made buildings. You see what is very obviously a magic shop, a tavern. You see really nice, intricately crafted buildings that seem to marry the stonework of the cave and architecture, like on top of each other. Lights everywhere. They have like street lamps that are magically lit to stay alight, especially in this climate, and so many lightning bugs. With a set of bats and a very strange offshoot of ravens that seem to like circle different buildings. They have like different colors in them. Seem to be born of the earth themselves. And you hear docks and you hear water way in the distance, and you still get the strange smell of like sea air, even though there is no sea.
Nathan's feathers kind of like curl a little, and he's like sniffing the air that way.
It smells like home for you.
Yeah.
Aww. Day doesn't know what sea smells like, so she's just like, huh, salt.
You see like different people like going around with their carts. You see one that's just like kind of standing there, like a little farther off. It's closer towards the square. It's
Again,
quite a town. Hustle bustle.
Again, I kind of like whisper to her, come on, keep moving. Keep going forward.
And I follow suit. I just keep forward, keep moving. Wherever the destination is again. Where's the destination?
Keep following the road. I'll guide you.
Keep following. She's just following.
Occasionally you'll like start to turn down where you think the road like dissects, and you feel Cyrus's arm just like poke.
Sorry, you're cutting out.
You start to go to like the place where you think the road like diverts, and then you feel like Cyrus's hand like push your shoulder the other direction.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. All right. Yep, I just
like
follow along.
angling you.
Yes, nailed it.
Thank you.
Google, shut up!
Thank you.
Ignore it. Okay, so
I have Google's approval. That's all I needed. We can stop the stream.
I don't know what the hell I said to make it act like that.
So you start making your way, you get closer to the square, and you make a perception check.
Okay. Alright.
Will I also be making this check?
Oh yeah, you're a bird.
Okay.
I mean, we're all
that's-
there.
You're all there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Everybody?
fine. Make a. How did you roll?
13. Not that great.
You find a cart with some very familiar-looking faces.
A cart. Oh. Wait. A cart, like.
Oh boy.
No, not a shawl.
Okay.
No, I think it's somebody else. Who else do we know that we had a cart?
Is it Steve?
It is not Steve. You see.
Fucking Losi.
No. You see a humanoid-sized crow. And you see a
Oh.
rather short man
Son of a bitch.
with short black hair, who you
Oh, that's
recognize
okay.
as Xanathos Snow Swallow.
Oh shit!
Fuck! Oh my god! Oh my
Oh
god!
no!
I kind of.
As well as
Oh shit!
a small dog sitting in the cart.
He's alive!
Okay, Daya kind of like stops. And oh shit, I got my bird going. Fuck. He was quiet too. Okay.
And, like, as we stop, I just kind of like flap one of my wings to kind of like lightly pat her neck, like, oh.
Okay. I'm gonna float. Like, I want to like make my way over there without being super noticeable. Unless
Roll stealth.
Or just not noticeable then, but just like make it natural looking.
Oh,
instead of,
okay.
like,
Well, then roll performance.
Oh god. Okay. Fuck. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Okay. Well, that wasn't very.
Oh no. And there's no way I can aid.
Nope.
That's a 10, my friend.
You
Let me trip over myself.
You,
one more time. Use a different die here.
you look to something akin to that of. Have you seen? Wait. Have you seen that GIF of like that anime girl who's like running on a basketball floor who has like this deadpan face and she like her like lower body is like slipping across the basketball field, but she just has like this deadpan face?
Oh god, I can imagine it.
Well, that. Like, half your body is on board, like, yeah, I'm fucking cool. And the other half is like, what day is it again?
Okay.
And one of my bird eyes is definitely just looking, trying to like make eye contact with Dan, like, what's going on?
I'm just looking forward and just kind of like, just shake my head.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You okay?
I'm
What are you
fine. Shut up. I'm fine. I'm nervous. Okay. Daya just kind of nonchalantly leans up against the cart. What business do you fellas have here?
Hello, fellow kids.
Just me! Another teenager like you and not some undercover cop! You want some drugs?
Never mind the animatronic raven on my shoulder.
You think, and the bird like looks right at your direction, and the dog gives you no attention, and then Xanathos, pardon my friend, he was only asking that if you were interested in buying something. We are very busy today.
She kind of leans over to Xanathos and whispers slowly. It's me, Daya. Tiefling from Saberhig.
The bird.
And then she gives him a little wink. Hi, friend. And then she says, under her breath, "Hi, Steve."
The dog's ears perk up. The bird, and the bird folk you start to remember is Mixer. Quite. What brings you here?
I can't quite see in chat.
Hold on, Kip. Mixer, help me with this. And Xanathos and the Raven like start to like move the cart into like one of the alleyways.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you dressed up like that?
Well, I can't quite go around.
How did you escape?
So wait, are we in like an alleyway right now?
Yeah, you're in an alleyway.
Yeah.
I just kind of.
The rest of the group's here.
Oh.
They're just invisible.
That would.
Yeah, we don't really have a whole lot of time. This only lasts an hour.
Okay, so just... I'm glad you guys are safe. We kind of have to do stuff, but... we made it out by the skin of our teeth. Let's just say that.
I
We're hunkering up in... Are we still hunkering up in Cicerone, or did I miss something? Are we still kind of?
You are very far from
past that?
Ciceron.
I know,
Yeah,
so we're
we-
not going back there. We've already done our stuff, so we're headed towards.
It'll be a while, probably.
It'll be a while.
We're heading up
We're
to
headed
Scythia.
Scythia.
Scythia,
So
yeah.
we can't, like you said, we're kind of on a time thing, but just glad you're safe. We're safe. Don't get.
Unless you think you can smuggle us out of here.
Steve actually turns back to you. I don't recall any easy ways to get in or out of this city. You need a pass from the shipwright to get on one of the ships. Apparently, they are, as Tad looks to Mixer, speciest. And
yeah,
I fully
that's a
intend
thing.
on writing a book on the subject, and I will have someone's head for this. But
Dea rolls her eyes when he says specious, and yeah, kind of get that. That's kind of why we're well, half of us are invisible.
my dear friend Mixer here actually has an appointment with the shipwright tomorrow. Right.
Well, we only have an hour till all these spells wear off. I don't suppose you know somewhere place safe.
People don't ask a lot of questions here. If you're going to hole up anywhere, there is a tavern nearby, the Foxtrot Tavern. Just keep a low profile.
We have plenty of coin to bribe with. I'm guessing, Cyrus, that would probably help us keeping mouths shut.
Yeah, coin will absolutely help keep mouths shut.
Why are you all invisible? Might I ask? Oh, and might I ask?
Well, the good majority of us are only half elves, and that is the biggest sin you could possibly commit here in the.
So we have discovered. Probably wiser that way. Well, even though we are still looking for a safe place to go, seeing as the lower half of this area has been wiped clean by those accursed trees, we would love to catch up sometime.
Yes, that would be great.
And
If you don't mind,
if you have plenty of coin, we still need money for passage onto our ship, so if you will be wanting to buy... Steve,
Yeah.
Nathan.
they are our friends. They don't have to buy for anything right now. Only if you want
much
to
do
stay
you
in
need?
business. It's fine.
Nathan's head like perks up and he like cocks his head to the side.
You interested?
And Nathan's bird head nods.
We have to make a living somehow, and right now this bird brain is the only one that can actually make any kind of income. So, should you be interested?
I mean, I'll have to discuss that with everyone else, but if you guys are helping us in any way to safely get out of here without notice, I'd be willing to.
Mixer has a meeting with one of the shipwrights in the morning, and I was going to act as translator. Apparently, one of them was headed out towards a port in one of the exits of the mountains west of Scythia. That might be interesting. But we're just kind of trying to make some ground.
How's 500 gold sound to get all of us safe passage out?
That sounds appropriate, but we can't even procure a ship right now. We're just trying to make access as like a ship alchemist.
You cut out? What?
No, that sounds serviceable, and we would be very grateful to you for having saved our lives again, but we can't even get onto a ship right now. We're trying to book passage as a team of... What was it you called us, Steve? Sibling physicians. I'm Greg, he's Terry, and you were the mute uncle who had issues talking to people. And if I remember correctly, when I wrote down your backstory, intimacy. Right, that.
Dea's trying not to laugh.
Nathan like nods, like with the understanding of nice.
But until then, we'll be here. We'll be in the tavern later if you want to come join us.
Cyrus, what do you think? You
That's
know
probably
this ground.
that's probably our best bet. because if they already have an appointment, we can just add to it. We can say we're their assistants or indentured servants of some kind. We owe them, or they owe.
We can
We can
figure
work
out
it
a
out.
backstory.
But point is, if we can get in as your assistants or as your guinea pigs, you have an experiment, and we are your test subjects.
They'd probably
We can
be
figure out the
fine with
details
letting-
They'd probably be letting us go as is if we can work out, we're guinea pigs of some kind.
Mixer
let's plan on
scratches
meeting.
his beak. He
So
says
meet
sounds
us
good.
in-
We'll then meet you at the tavern at some point.
It is a shame. I was planning on taking a airship, but it doesn't seem that is an option anymore. Yes, the tavern. We will meet up with you later. Try not to get caught.
Right.
Although,
And Steve pricks up. My pride aside, it's good to see you again. I suppose, whatever. It's not a big problem. Like, scratches his neck.
Right. All right. Dea just like kind of shakes herself off to get back into the mood, and then she tries to put on her nun face again before exiting out of the alley, whispering to Cyrus, "All right, you know where this inn is."
yeah, we passed it, but it's back this way.
Okay.
You approach the Foxtrot Tavern. It's like a lot of the buildings, pretty well made. In spite of everything, you open the doors, and instantly you see a cup fly past your face and crash into the side of the building. Hey! What have I told you assholes about throwing shit in my bar? And she throws you see this a bipedal fox take a stool and chuck it across the bar, and you hear a whack as the sound of wood to skin is heard.
Nice. Hey, DM question. Just because I imagine over the course of my career here in Corwin that I've stayed in probably a lot of taverns, or even specifically this one a lot. Would this be the one place where I have a decent reputation?
This is the one place where nobody has a reputation. People go here to disappear.
So
People don't ask questions. Nobody is directly affiliated with the Brotherhood.
Sweet. So we
Last
can
time
pretty
you
much...
were here.
Okay, last time I was here. Okay. So as far as I know, this is the one good place to disappear, and we can be...
You don't see windows. You don't see anything.
Then once we're inside, I will go ahead, and I'm like, don't be alarmed, everybody. I'm dropping the spell. We're safe here. I drop invisibility.
You know what's funny? It's like
What?
your drop invisibility has the sound effect of a cat.
Because that was just... Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy.
You see the bipedal fox go over and start to have some kind of aggressive talking to with a certain orc in the back of the bar. You see yelling. You see tears from the orc. It's not very pretty.
Yep. This is definitely the one place we're gonna be safe.
You're home.
This is probably more or less my home more than any other place here in Corwin. Better than the
Dea
back alleys,
also-
that was for damn
Dea also drops her disguise while they're here.
Nathan gives a bird shrug and then flies toward the floor and then shifts back.
A group of strangers. You see the fox make her way back with a spring in her step, having just been very pleased with having make an orc cry. Bunch of strangers here in Corwin. She ties like
mostly strangers.
She ties like a bandana to the back of her head that like keeps both of her ears like together.
Nice.
Name's Trixie Trot. What can I help you with?
I think we just need 3 rooms for how many? How many rooms we need?
Yes. 3 would be probably enough.
3 rooms, huh? Well, let me see what I can
3
do here.
rooms? Just for the night?
Just for what?
Just for the night?
Just for one night. Alright. Passing through strangers. Don't need no questions. Speaking of that, I have a question. So, what's up with the disguises? Who you running? You know, we don't ask questions here. Never mind. Sorry. Owner just died. We're getting used to new things. Anyway. So.
That's unfortunate.
He was an asshole. Don't worry about it. 3 rooms.
Yeah.
Well, I think I can fit you guys. There yours. 2 gold pieces for the lot.
Here you go. I hand her 2.
Thank you for dropping by the Foxtrot Tavern. She
Thank
like
you for your hospitality.
She like leans over and sees the orc like start to do something. She just squints.
When Dea passes the table, she's gonna put another gold on there and just say, "Thank you for the hospitality."
Thanks, doll. Anyway, you guys have the rooms for the night. As promised, I have a few scores to settle if you don't mind me. She makes past you and starts to like, disappears into like a little crowd of people.
All right, are we taking our usual bunking assignments?
Yeah. Dea looks at Osmond, unless
Alright.
you have any objections.
No objections.
I don't know about you, but pretending to be someone else makes me hungry. I'm gonna go see if they have any food.
Girl!
I could eat.
Osmond's just gonna go up to one of the rooms.
All right. What else?
I'll go with Dea to get some food.
Getting some food. What's going on? I'm sorry, what?
I was gonna call out to Dan. Are we grabbing a table, or are we just taking it up to the rooms?
We can
We can
grab a
eat that.
table.
Cool.
Yeah. Like I said, this is like the one place where we're safe, where nobody asks questions, everybody goes here to disappear.
Cool. I'm gonna go find a table, and I try to find like a corner booth.
Like a faraway place.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
You guys find a nice dark corner. Speaking of nice dark corners, Ezravana?
Nice transition
He's
there.
gonna join them.
I thought you might. So, literally, what about Vola? What's
Make
going
the
on with
corner
Vola?
even darker.
Edgier.
I think I'm gonna sit with them, and I want to try, and I want to draw a picture with us being invisible, and I'm gonna try and figure out how to make that work.
like a very faint outline, kind of. Like.
I think Vola's still trying to wrap her head around what it means to be invisible.
That's fair, yeah. That's fair.
So you guys all order lunch? Or dinner? Lunch?
Yeah, whatever time
Yeah.
of day it is.
It's about lunchtime.
Yeah.
Something other than a ration.
You,
Yeah, that'd be great.
You're given a specialty of beef porridge.
Fuck yeah.
It's pretty good. It's beef. Tastes like porridge. Beef porridge.
Nathan had fish the other night, so he's content with anything at this point.
Good old Corwin food. It's the best.
And you guys are given, I guess, with the specialty, you're also given a just like some tea to go with it. I guess that's normal in Corwin.
Alright. No,
This is
I
better
need something
than,
stronger than this.
Oh,
Better than the porridge.
if you're looking for alcohol,
My man!
my man.
Pick it up, what you throw 'em down.
Hey, no throwing things in the bar.
You
Oh,
have
that's true.
Hey.
so Trixie actually comes back and she has like a little pad of paper and a pen that she keeps licking. What you want?
What do you got for Something stronger. What's the strongest drink?
Strongest drink.
We've had a rough couple of days.
You wouldn't ask me for our strongest drink if you've been to Corwin before. You know what? I'll get this for you. She goes back.
Be asking.
She presents this drink to you that looks it looks pretty red. She presents it to you in like this big mug. It looks pretty red, and you smell like it smells like Everclear.
Holy shit!
It leans away from this shit.
Like Everclear with like a sprig of parsley at the top, because I guess that fucking helps someone. And it looks, you swear you see like some carbonated like bubbles like pop up to the surface. It smells super strong. It looks like an off red, like it's been like someone added like a bunch of paprika or something to it. It just looks off color.
Ooh. Gotten an upgrade since the last time I was here. Jesus Christ.
And it's gotten a name too.
Oh boy, what's the name?
The Devil's Snare Tongue.
Hell yeah!
Dave's just kind of
The Devil's
Sign me
Snared
up.
Tongue.
Devil snared tongue. I'm into it. Oh,
And
I'll
I
take
guarantee
a sip of
you,
that shit.
it'll mess with more than just your tongue. You know what?
I'll
That might
take
have
a sip
been
of that shit.
go nuts. It's 1 gold piece.
I give her a gold. Hell yeah. 1 gold piece. Shut up and take my money. There you
She
go.
also slides over a smaller glass that you're pretty sure is just water.
Okay.
You're gonna want that. And so she hikes off.
So before she
fucking
leaves,
bomb.
Daya's gonna lean over. And she just kind of looks down, and then she just kind of.
Feel it.
What's your best wine? I'll have 2 glasses of that.
That was in character.
Both
That
of
was
us-
in character.
Well, we both did the same motion. Like at the same time.
That was in character, by the way. That lean.
And Daya just looks. She's just kind of just. She's trying to be deadpan and try to be as. I'm asking for a drink. I'm cool. But at the same time, her eyes say, "I'm fucking tired."
Who are you and what have you done with it?
Well, if you're looking for wine, we have a pretty affordable one, hun, if that's what you're looking for. We don't have a lot at the moment. We're supposed to get a new shipment of all of our booze in tomorrow, so I can't really offer you much until then. But right now we have our Scythian Frost wine that is really good. It goes down really easily, a little bubbly. My sentiments exactly.
I'll take one of those.
All right, I can make it sweeter if you want. You don't seem like the type that imbibes all that often.
I'll be honest with you. I've never had alcohol.
Well, we got a first timer here. What the hell made you come down to this shit pit on the side of Corwin to try some new alcohol?
You don't
Let
wanna know
me
the answer to
treat
that
you.
question.
Let me treat you, hun. Don't go anywhere. She goes back and she brings back this, like the tall stemmed glasses that opens up into like a cone.
Okay.
And it's this really fizzy, bubbly blue that has like chill. You see like little flecks of ice like start to chill parts of the glass. You see a few cherries, not cherries, like blueberries that are like caught on the edge, like to give it some extra taste. And it is like an aggressive blue. And like every second that passes, you see more ice like start to build up on the outside of the glass. And it smells kind of just like carbonated water.
It looks very pretty.
Azurvana's gonna say, "Can I have one of those as well?"
Sure, would you want an extra sweet?
No.
No.
Can I have one extra sweet now?
One extra sweet. All right, little princess. Let's get you an extra sweet frost wine.
I have a bit of a sweet tooth, sorry.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. I take him the same way, and so does my 8-month-old toddler. I'll be right back.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn.
Daya just kind of like bites her lip and looks at her drink.
I'm taking a sip, yo. I feel like I've been challenged over here.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
With pleasure.
She brings back the tray of
That
drinks.
is Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
That is a 19.
It is strong. Aggressively strong.
As she was walking away, Nathan's like, yeah, I just got something for my flame blade, and yet I still get roasted every.
She brings back the little. She brings back a little tray of drinks. It turns when she asks for it sweet, it like seems to mess with the actual like saturation of the drinks, like in like the color. So it looks like a less blue and a little more like on like the like an ice colored side. It's like lighter blue. And so she gives that one to Azravana, and she gives one to Nathan, and she's like, I'm sorry, hon. Sometimes it's hard to keep in contact when you're around these ruffians all day. You have a good one. I enjoy the sweet ones, too.
Nah, you're all good. I get enough shit talking from this one over here, and I'm nodding towards I'm used to it.
He does have that look about him. If you need anything else, just signal for me.
Thank you. Daya's gonna look at her drink, and she's just kind of like look at it. She's gonna swirl a bit. She's going to try and remember how Osmond drank wine. And try to mimic that.
Roll performance.
Oh man.
Roll
I'm almost
performance.
sad I went up to the room now.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's a 10.
So you know how like you're supposed to have wine like the
Yeah.
side grab,
Yeah.
like full bottom, and you just like chug it, and like that was a mistake. Like so the wine like starting to like the wine you like let in so much at a time, all you can taste is alcohol. So the second you like start, you like put the glass back down and instantly stop drinking. And you see Azravana over there who's just like swirling it all like a pro. Sniff.
Like elegant as fuck, basically.
And just takes a nice sip. Azravana, it goes down really nicely. There isn't as much carbonation as you see in like Daya's. It goes down really nicely. You taste like the blueberries, and weirdly, through some like magical effects, I suppose, you start to feel like have the memories of just like walking through like inches of snow, and the melancholia that kind of followed it.
She looks very, very content.
And Nathan, are you assuming you take a drink?
Yeah.
The sweeter one, it just reminds you of home. It's relaxing, it's cool. It reminds you of like the winter days when the tide wasn't always so high and some of like the pools around you started to frost over. Reminds you of
After
home.
watching that, after
I just put my hand. Go.
she's gonna try and mimic Azravana after that.
I was gonna say, I put my hand under his shoulder. Pace yourself there. Not all at once.
You take the sip. And it goes down really well. You taste a lot of like the berries. It's really sweet. You can taste the alcohol, and right away it's a little like alcohol, gross.
Yeah.
But for some reason,
The more you do it, the less.
the more you do it, the less the less you taste it, and you start to like really kind of get into it. And be
Daya's
like,
starting
I
to
can see
hold
how
it
an
like a
addiction would
bottle.
rise out of this.
Yeah. That's in her head as she's just kind of like nursing it.
Meanwhile, since I'm drinking in game, let's see if I
There
can
you
even
go.
open this.
Hey.
But my hands might be too greasy. I don't think I can open it right now.
Hey Osmond, what are you doing?
I'm a bitch.
Osmond's just kind of like going through his notes and stuff. He's kind of got the one letter that was left at Fort Duncan, just kind of like center of the table, and he's got his other notes kind of spread out around it.
Nope.
And he's just kind of like, changing focus between different sets of notes and then rereading the letter occasionally. Just kind of anxiously keeping himself busy.
Okay. So he just like went up there and he's just like done with people right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So you guys have your wine. It's tasty. What now?
Yep. Actually, Nathan's gonna, like, as he's sitting there sipping it. So now what?
Now we wait for our friends. Hope we can figure out something.
Sounds good.
It doesn't take too much longer. Actually, they seem to have closed up pretty early. You see a lot of a bunch of the people who were in the bar kind of start to leave, and you see Mixer and you see Snow Swallow as he's like holding Steve. You see them like have a brief conversation with Trixie, and they look over to you, and they immediately come right over. A little bit has passed, Osmond. Are you still in your room, or are you coming back down?
Unless someone came and got me, I would have just stayed in the room.
Okay.
Dad would have ordered another drink.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Should I also, because I would have been drinking?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
With
cool. Just double checking.
disadvantage. What'd you roll?
Oh no.
Please tell me she rolled a 1.
Oh, please.
Not that bad, but
Okay.
Another 19.
hold on. We're
19.
hold on. Constitution. Oh my god! Even with my Constitution, because I have high Constitution, I rolled a fucking 2. That's a.
You didn't roll a 1 on the die.
No, I rolled a 2, and then total is 8. I have plus.
I'm gonna
6
quote
fucking
a
Constitution.
previous campaign. All of a sudden, colors are kind of rad.
Oh my god.
Daya's doing this on the table. She's like flat. Her head is on the table, just like looking at it.
You're
Does
like,
she want to eat sound?
you want to eat sound. You look at your drink, like she brings you the second drink, a little just like, should I be doing this? Yeah, I should. And gives you like the second drink, and you stare at the color, and you're like, that is so blue. And you start to have this thought, is it blue when it's inside of me?
I'm putting this die back in the bag. Oh my god.
She's Lindsay when Lindsay's character got high in Avatar.
Yeah. You right.
Wherever she is,
Yeah, so-
hope you're doing well.
Day's doing that.
Sai, you're taking this like a champ. Have it like you're using the water as you need to, but you're just like forget, like you're trying to imagine you are literally anywhere else aside from where you are right now.
Yeah. I'm in my own personal hell right now.
And your friend, oh, Nathan, make a Constitution. Did you order a second drink?
Yeah, you probably won't.
Make a Constitution saving throw. Azravana.
Sure.
You want to join the party?
She'll join the party.
We've all been through some shit.
13.
Okay. Azravana.
Hold on, my dice ran away.
Well, you better go catch it.
Isn't that the realest thing, though? Dice are just
Right.
like, goodbye.
There's like, see ya.
Well, yeah, no, you can, like, they're running away from us every session.
Earlier today, I had one literally jump out of the dice tray onto the floor, and I'm like, no.
I'm gonna have a sip of my wild roots vodka. This shit you just drink straight. It's like fucking juice.
I can't tell if that was in character or out of character.
No, sorry. This shit's fucking juice.
Comes upon it in a shop. A juice box. I want to see if she just becomes a lush by the end of by this campaign.
Her and Losi are doing wine tasting.
they're doing shots in the back, you know.
I was gonna say no. Lucy ain't a wine drinker. She does shots.
She does shots.
Come on!
It just turns into like that one scene from Shanghai Nights, or not Shanghai Noon, where they're just like screaming at each other and then doing shots.
What'd you
It
roll,
becomes
Savannah?
like the
18.
I'll have another. She is the most fine out of all of you next to Cyrus, who's drinking actual tar. So, and Nathan, you're feeling pretty buzzed.
Okay.
You're okay? You're just feeling good. And then you look over to her and just like, oh my god, she's shit-faced.
Like, he looks over and his eyes just go wide. Goes back to his
Oh yeah, she's shit-faced. 2 drinks. One drink did this to her.
And I'm having another.
Of wine.
I think you're done.
Of
I think you're
fruity
done,
wine did this to her.
She just gives you a nasty look and
Dea.
goes,
Wine is the most dangerous, though.
Dea. And I hand her my water.
He starts to take away your wine, and you just think, those are my colors.
she growls at you. I growl.
Nathan.
Dea.
He uses
I push my water. I push my water towards her. Drink this first, and then you can have this. I push the water in front of her.
She uses I can never
Thaumaturgy?
Yeah,
Thaumaturgy.
yeah. Her eyes
Thaumaturgy.
get black, and she just glares at you, angrily sips the water, and then grabs her drink.
Nathan, like, just keeps staring at the table while he takes a sip of his drink and says, I can go get Oz.
She snaps at her.
Probably a wise decision.
And Nathan just looks at Dale. What?
Go get
Yeah.
him.
Savannah, you get the strange urge to pour some wine in your bag of holding for your buddies down there in pieces.
Hey, wait, it's my bag of holding.
She's not gonna do it.
No, but the thought does cross your mind.
Yeah,
Osmond
Nate.
needs wine. Get him.
Go.
Osmond needs wine. He needs to relax.
Yeah, go get Osmond before this one decides to track him down.
Yeah,
I'd fear for Osmond's life if he did.
You don't want to be near me when I track him down.
I go up and get Oz.
Nathan leaves to get Osmond. Your friend, Xanathos, Mixer, and Steve well, Steve didn't sit down. He can't sit on the table. Dogs can't be on tables. That's unhygienic.
Dea picks him up and puts him in her lap. Steve!
Girl.
They're easy. I'm so sorry. Please forgive her. She is not herself right now.
Help! She can't breathe.
She's
Yeah,
doing
Dea.
that. Okay, have you imagined a toddler, like, rough pet a dog's head?
Yeah.
Ow.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Ow.
They're easy. You're hurting them. Easy.
Sorry. Here, she hands him to Cyrus.
I feel like a
I'm
doll.
gonna set him down on the ground because I feel like that's slightly more dignified than whatever the fuck he was just doing.
I feel like a doll.
Please forgive her. She has never had alcohol a day in her life, and she's pretty wasted already.
I can tell. Waitress! 1 glass of Scythian wine!
It's really good.
Do you at
And
least want to come sit up on the seat?
please.
And I pat the seat. I pick him up. I put him on the seat.
Fucking.
Good boy. I scratch his head. I'm kidding. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
I know you're kidding, but it's still not funny. Where's my wine? Anyway,
It is
Funny
a
to
little
onlookers.
bit. Xanathos takes a seat and Mixer like awkwardly like steps into the stool. Anyway, it is wonderful to see you guys all again. I didn't think I'd ever see. And he looks at you, Azravana. Didn't think I'd ever see you again, if I'm honest. Nathan, this is when you bring you get to Osmond's room.
Ravana gave him a nod.
Yeah, we thought for sure you'd be somewhere in that mess of zombies. So good to see you again. And I wink at Xanathos.
Well, we were. I had to escape the prison, and it seemed there was some sort of magical restraint that kind of lifted whenever the zombies destroyed a certain construct. Oh, zombies. I said the word zombies. That didn't sound right. But I escaped. I saw this one with a cart. The answer is yes, husband. We were in the right place, right time. Thanks to, there was some devilish-looking fellow that helped keep some of the roads clear. And I suspect that's the only reason we made it past. I saw this guy. He looks over to Steve, looking rather lost, and I thought he was a dog, and I've always wanted a dog, and then he opened his mouth.
Hold up, back up real quick. Devilish-looking fellow, like tiefling, tattoos up the was, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Quite the catch.
Oh,
Davian made it out, yes.
he was nice.
Sorry, we met with this man. His name is Davian. He ran the Red
Our
Imp.
house.
Oh,
The Red Imp, the bar. He ran the bar.
The brothel.
Also the brothel, but the bar. And we helped him out with a couple things, and I was hoping, I thought for sure he was long dead too. So good to hear he made it out alive.
Because of him, there are several people that didn't make it out alive. I just don't know which ones. Although
that's good.
the vast majority, including the Coven, has fallen. I suspect they're now under the thrall of whoever is causing all of this.
That psychic zombie. I point to Azravana.
She's a zombie?
Yes.
No, that she knows about this big, powerful, like, psychic zombie thing, can control hordes with its mind or something. I don't know. She knows more about it.
A
That
shambling lord.
would have explained Ciceron, wouldn't it, Steve? I should think so. He has, like, this a bowl that still has, like, the frost wine in it, and he's just, like, taking sips from it.
Amazing.
So, would this be about the time that Osmond and I would get back down?
Yep.
Cool.
Hot.
Hi, handsome.
She's had a lot to drink. Be careful.
Azravana does like this
That's a lot for you.
bit.
Two.
Be careful.
Hi, handsome!
Azravana almost spits a drink with that one.
Nathan just stops and does keep it together face, and then proceeds to sit down.
I'll just go take my seat next to Dea.
Yeah. Osmond, please watch out for your girlfriend. Please.
I'm not a child, Cyrus.
When you're like this, yes you are.
I imagine all things.
Everyone, when they get like this, is a child.
And then she says to him in Infernal, bullshit. And then she sips more.
Osmond just kind of gives her a side eye because he understands Infernal.
And then
So
she
does
just
Azravana.
She gives him a little smile. I wanted to try wine. Really good.
It can be, yes.
Part of me thinks the reason she wanted Dea to get drunk is so that she could roleplay with the glass in her hand and have it being
A little bit. A little bit. It helps. It definitely helps.
Because,
But
I
no.
see her taking a drink and I'm like, Dea just took another drink.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm
been
sort of
trying
doing
to-
that with this. I'm very much doing that with this.
I've been trying to think. I'm like, okay, at what point would Dea get to a point where she would say in her mind, fuck it, I want to try some wine. I want to try something. I think she's hit that point. So,
Anyway, you sit next to your very drunk girlfriend.
Yep.
her
And-
tail tries to wrap around your waist. Tries.
I let it happen.
God, get a room.
But Steve just says...
Jealous?
Steve just says...
No.
I imagine that is what happened to Ciceron, yes, giving you the side-eye, Dea.
What did you say you cut out? Sorry.
I imagine that is something that happened to Ciceron, giving you the side eye, Dea. It sounds
Ciceron.
like some of the things we heard.
Ciceron's still standing.
They all exchange looks.
No.
Sure it is.
We've only been gone a day.
You've been gone a few days.
Few days. We've been gone a few days.
No, this always happens. No.
Well, I suppose in the few days you've been gone, there was this blackness that spread to the trees.
Fucking knew it.
Anybody that died was added to their legions, and there was an incalculable number of them. They just assailed the walls and brought it down. The king is
Well,
dead.
perfect. Hopefully when we leave this place, it'll happen here too. Because apparently everywhere we go, it fucking dies. So hopefully this will follow in that pattern.
That's the spirit. I mean,
Let's just be burned to the fucking ground.
Also, maybe don't say that, out loud so that the rest of the entire can.
I don't give a fuck. This place is a shithole and needs to be burned to the fucking ground.
you hear one guy like wearing the bag. Yeah! And Ray's like,
See, that guy's with me. That guy in the stands.
Anarchy! But anyway, we're just trying to get as far north as we possibly can. We were going to Scythia, and then we heard there was talk of a dragon having taken over part of it.
So that's where she is. Okay.
Yeah, didn't Lucy say she was going up to take care of a dragon?
Yeah, they're currently trying to get it done, and she's working her ass off.
We should head up. Go see if we can lend a hand.
That's what my thoughts were exactly.
Is that blue dragonborn heading to
Scythia?
Scythia?
A blue dragonborn?
There
Where's
was
he?
a blue dragonborn slaver we've been trying to track.
Are you sure he was a slaver?
He was traveling with them.
That's what Osmond said.
They look to each other. That doesn't add up.
How so?
I mean,
I look over at Osmond.
Well, we actually recently kind of were intercepted by such a guy. He actually, Mixer over here, fell down, and none of us were really good at bandaging. Found a blue dragonborn, named Stan. Never gave us a last name, did he? No, he did not.
Probably fake.
Blue dragonborn named Stan, helped us patch him up. Gave him directions towards a cavern, a little on the eastern side, and he's been looking for a ship ever since. Don't know what happened to him. That was a couple days ago. Traveling with some wizardly fellow.
That's him.
Yeah, he's a slaver.
sounds like the mage we were after, too.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I told you shouldn't trust people.
Exactly. You should not.
Well, at least you weren't hurt, and at least we know we're going in the right direction, right? Right?
Yeah, we just need to find a way to navigate the smuggler's run to get up to the cat spines. Granted, that'll take us behind Scythia, but
Might get you in a more advantageous place. I don't know where. I know there's a mercenary group that's been dispatched to take care of a dragon. I just don't know where exactly they're operating out of.
Yeah, the guild. They're in some sort of building.
My best bet would be the Scotty Redoubt. It's north of here.
Okay.
But
We want to go see her?
I do.
I do.
Is that a
Nathan
long...
just slow looks over at side and then shrugs his shoulders.
what'd you say, husband?
Is that something we'd be able to access from the smuggler's run? Or is it just a straight shot from here to northern Scythia? Jesus Christ, I can't talk either. Scythia.
I spread it.
From what we've
I haven't even had anything to drink tonight.
From what we've been able to gather these past couple days, the Smuggler's Run covers all of the Catspine Mountains, not underneath. But it has many openings along different routes. You just need to know where you're going.
Does that sound about right with what I know?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, no, they're right. A lot of different paths along the way, but I mean, it's a fairly straight shot.
Cool.
Why you do a bite?
More friendly
No.
faces, the better.
Especially if we can keep her safe.
We are actually not staying at this tavern at the moment.
Oh.
Where are you staying?
Accommodations, one of Steve's working partners.
Must be nice.
You would
have
think so.
Working partners here. Any working partners here are probably not great. No offense,
No, they're pretty good at what they do. This place is a shithole, but the people who run it are damn good at what they do.
I look over at Steve. Who is your associate?
He's trying to get a startup at one of the magic shops around here.
Cornelius? Or no?
Never talk about him again. An associate of mine. Who's this
Glad I can't remember
Cornelius?
that name.
Never you mind, Xanathos. No one that matters anymore. Anyway, I have an associate. He is operating out of the Ninth Life. It is a up-and-coming magic shop. Not yet set up. At least not entirely. But he heard we were in the area, and he'd make accommodations for me.
Must be
That's
nice.
nice.
You'd think.
Oh.
Not so
Did
much.
he give you what, a broom closet? Are they bad accommodations? Is that why?
You should drink more often.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Gotta
But,
love good old-fashioned Corwin hospitality.
but he will be expecting us soon. So, Xanathos, if you will. Like holding his paws
Hold up,
to-
hold up. We still need to find a way for us to get the fuck out of the city.
Well, like we said, Mixer has a bit of an interview with someone on the docks tomorrow who is looking for an alchemist.
Okay. See if we can get us involved.
Guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs. Sure.
You.
Alchemist.
You. He points his paw directly at you, Dea. Can be my hand person.
Okay,
Carry me where I need to go. That will be your duty.
okay. Sounds good. I can do that.
Can somebody remind her when she is not drunk?
Got it.
Will do. I'm still gonna disguise myself because my face is known around these parts. So I'm still gonna disguise myself. But the rest of you guys should be okay.
I'm still gonna be a raven because I like feathers.
Fair.
You're a cute raven. I like ravens.
And as far as your interesting color, looking at you, Osben, you could be an experiment. Say we're trying to turn elves purple, more aesthetically pleasing. Fuck if I know. He takes a sip out of his wine bowl.
Day whispers, I like your patches.
Could be a genetic thing. Trying to turn all elves into drow. Make drow the majority race.
That is
I'd like that.
disgustingly racist, and I would never operate in such a manner. However,
They would love that.
I would operate in a manner that is most beneficial to myself and my companions, and I suppose that's more important than racism. Okay.
They would love that. They'd eat that right up.
Has point. We will discuss logistics coming tomorrow. We have places to be, surprisingly. Even though I'm sure this silly little cart of Mixers is going to get stolen at any moment.
I bet.
If you guys have any interesting bits of merchandise, I always love to see what you come up with, Steve.
I don't actually have anything. Everything we have on sale is of Mixer's design. Quite a gifted alchemist, this one.
Well, all the same.
I appreciate it, especially in these times. We'll be in touch.
Have a good night. Bye, Mixer.
Xanathos. Take me.
Night, Zan. Nice seeing you again.
Me too. And then he like reaches by you to pick up the dog. Tomorrow. And they take their leave.
Glad they're okay.
Yeah. Good to know some people made it out.
Alright, so we're just holding out here. Yeah.
Guess so. I want to finish my drink.
Make
I
a
was about to ask
constant.
if I finished.
You did.
Quickies!
All of you. Except
Constitution
all would
saving
make a
throw.
Constitution saving throw, including Dea with disadvantage.
With what now?
No, okay,
Disadvantage?
no,
Is that what
that's-
you said? Or...
I sure did. You heard me.
I'm gonna re-roll it because there was interference.
What did you roll?
What do you think I
You
rolled?
roll a 1, you
I
fucking
rolled
monster.
one. So
I'm
freaking-
re-rolling because there was Vax interference.
Okay, fine. Nathan,
That's as disadvantage as you can get.
15. All right, you're still fine. You're still nicely buzzed. You're getting to drunk, but controlled drunk.
I got a
Ezravana,
15.
15. You're starting to feel really good. You're starting to feel buzzed.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh damn.
You are drunk, but totally in control. Like higher life form.
High functioning
The
alcohol.
opposite.
High functioning
of me.
alcoholic.
The opposite of me right now.
Dea passes out on your shoulder, Osmond. A little bead of drool leaves her.
I suppose that's the night then.
Sounds good. Sounds
Damn.
Good night, everyone. Let's just pick Dea up and
Night.
head upstairs.
good. You have a good night, husband.
like princess style.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I don't know if I want to go to bed yet. I'm not tired.
Well, I am so, or at least I'm gonna go up to the room. So
Are you taking the bed or are you taking the floor?
I usually let you up the bed. I like the floor more.
Okay, fine. Just wanted to double check.
Alright, see you when you get up there.
Sounds good.
Vola, Ezravana, are you two in the same room together again?
I think I'm gonna head to bed too. I'm all confused by my invisibility drawing.
I imagine this whole time Vola's just been staring at the paper. Oh, fuck.
Abacus.
Yeah.
So who's going to bed?
So I'll go up and put Dea to bed, and then I'll go over to the desk where all my shit is still spread out. And then I'm just gonna kind of write down a couple thoughts in a journal. Osmond is a little conflicted about some things.
Cyrus?
That's what I'll do. I'm gonna journal a little bit here at the table,
Mm-hmm.
and then sit for 5 minutes trying to think of something to do. Realize I can't fucking go anywhere, and then go up to bed.
Ezravana?
She's gonna go to bed.
Nathan?
Nathan's gonna stay up for a little bit, still staring at his spear, and then he's gonna stay out.
Osmond will eventually go to bed after a while.
Did you want to visit the Arboretum tonight or no?
No.
Okay. So, you all sleep. Awaiting tomorrow's shenanigans, no doubt. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Whoa.
Night stream!
Man.